That hurt.
And to me, it's nauseating. It's absolutely nauseating because
multiple mental health clinicians said that Derek had limited intellectual ability and was not capable of consenting.
congratulations.
Boom. Right? Change soccer in America forever.
Hella bugs out here. Yeah, bro, I keep caressing my leg, boy. Trying to get freaky out here.
We are step siblings and also husband and wife.
I can't do any of that stuff.
That's right. Yeah, in fact, soccer can crawl up my asshole and die for all I care. And that's what the kids do, but I'm a little older. I like that shirt tucked in.
Who the hell told you that would not be seen on television?
Anal sex is the process of inserting a penis into the anus of another partner.
Oh, shit. I'm sure glad she explained that to me, Brett, because I was really not sure what that was.
Of course. Yeah.
All right, welcome to Straight Red Card. We are here to cover the game live tonight, USA versus Panama, starting in 13 minutes and 4 seconds, according to Fox. And, hey, you know what I learned this week, Brett, on X?
What did you learn?
I learned that the English national team really isn't that good because of the players are not that good. I was told that Harry Kane, Jude Bellingham, and Phil Foden are just average players. And that's why they're not good.
Makes sense. That must have been. How could I not have seen that, Derek?
Jesus. I mean, what are people doing out there? Did you watch Bellingham at Real Madrid this year? He's been fantabulous, to put it lightly. Harry Kane has been very good for Bayern. Phil Foden's been amazing for Man City. I don't know. Maybe not all the players are as good as those three players, but they are pretty darn good. And for them to be performing the way they've been performing in the group stage has been pretty. If I'm an English fan, I'm kind of super disappointed the way that team looks right now. Yeah, Gareth. So, yeah, I learned that. I learned that McKennie's going to Cincinnati, and that's okay.
I heard it's likely happening.
And that's fine. No problem. McKennie not playing in the top 5 league. No biggie. You know, he'll come here. He's the kind of guy that will push himself, right? I don't think so. I don't think, like I was telling you earlier, if you told me Adams was coming back to MLS, I'd be like, well, Adams is the kind of guy who's going to push himself regardless. He's that kind of character. McKennie's a laid back, likes to have a good time, drink champagne. You know, is he capable of pulling it all together like he did before the Juventus season, this season? Yeah, he is. He is, but I don't know if he can sustain that over a long period of time. So, I mean, if Cincy gets some, congratulations to the Cincy fans. We're not MLS haters, but I really would rather see, for the good of the U.S. men's national team, McKennie stay in Europe playing in a top 5 league.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not really that hard to explain. Yo, Derek, what's up with Tack and Pete hating on Max? Well, yeah, I disagree with Max all the time, and I let him know. I did this week on X. But it's never personal. You know, it's never personal. And he knows that, which is why he replies.
Yeah.
All right, Jose Reyes.
He's got a sense of humor about things, and he'll debate his argument.
Yeah.
And it may come to fruition, his argument, right? He made this argument back when we had him on last. And he said before World Cup 2026, one of the 3 names he mentioned, he said he predicted was going to be in MLS, and he mentioned McKennie, Pulisic, and Reyna.
Yeah. And we had him on the show to argue about it.
Mm-hmm. We said nonsense. We said nonsense.
Right. And not only that, we thought it was a horrible idea. It's a horrible idea. Is McKennie really going to Cincinnati? That is what all the talk is right now.
Yeah.
Jose Reyes for $5. Cheers, boys. Recovering from surgery, but watching the game with mom today. Let's get that win. Yeah, let's go ahead and get it. Let's make it like really comfortable too. I want to see like a 2-3-0 win. And I want to see us play well, play very well. Panama's not going to be easy. It's not going to be like Bolivia. They're going to have some chances.
First off, I want to say hello, Mrs. Reyes.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Mrs. Reyes.
I'm assuming Jose probably has headphones.
No, he's sharing it with his mom.
What is it? Do they have a video clip talking about anal sex?
Well, it's just for those who don't know about it, you know?
Yeah.
It's an information piece. It's kind of like the end of the prior one where I was letting people know what is considered incest, right? Just in case you didn't know, right? That's sort of the what do they call that? The public information section of the show. She says hi back. Yes, Mrs. Reyes. Well done. You raised a smart guy.
Very smart.
Yeah. All right. I guess you got a clip.
So I got a clip. Obviously, this is morning footy, and they're talking. Originally, they were talking about how Cincinnati plays with 3 center backs, and Miazga's out for the season. Yeah. And it kind of leaches into the rumors of Weston possibly signing for Cincy. So let's just start here.
Okay.
We'll see what they have to say.
Only would be, would you advise Weston to come at his age? Because obviously you make a great point with those over players, but none of them were 25 years old.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you'd advise him to do, but the reality is the numbers that are being thrown around in some of these rumors, like I've said time and time again, me personally, I would never begrudge anyone that made a move for money. Like me personally, never.
Yeah, no, I don't. That's true. I'm not going to begrudge him for taking like 15, 18 million or whatever the hell they give him.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to hold it against him, but I think it's just a bad decision for the U.S. men's national team.
I think it's great for his bank account. And this is the same thing I said about Bradley, Josie, and Dempsey when they all made the move back. It's great for their bank account, but it's not going to be great for their game. I mean, they may continue to perform from time to time. Hell, we're seeing West fluctuate between not Sharp West and Sharp West in the Europe. What do you think is going to happen when he's in MLS when he doesn't really have anybody nipping at his heels trying to take his spot?
Yeah, I mean, you need that pressure, you know, of having to fight for your spot every week, every weekend. So I think that's important. Pete and Tack are gassing y'all up. What are they saying?
We're lovely gents. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Pete and Tack, I'm sure they're doing well right now, and I'm glad they're gassing us up, whatever that means. Is that like a gas face? I hope not.
No.
Remember that? The gas face. By the way, remember when I was like, what's the lyric of this album? And I said, and it's a little clip in between songs that goes, but my balls itch, and nobody got it right.
Yeah.
That's Third Base. Third Base, the same band that did the Gas Face. The song Gas Face. Back in 91, 92, 90, somewhere around there. Lamar Matt says, Dr. Manager talking crap about y'all. No, he's not. There's no way that's possible.
I'm going to have to go back and listen a little now.
I very much doubt that. Very much.
Those motherfuckers.
Prime Minister Pete Nice. Yes, and MC Search. Michael's has got it right. We are in the middle of the Panamanian national anthem right now.
Oh, let's flip real quick then.
Okay.
Because, you know, they don't, if some of these rumors are true, and we don't know, we're going to find out in the summer, and we'll probably find out after the Copa America is over. And these deals, they don't show up on your door every morning.
But wouldn't Weston McKennie, after the season that he's had with Juventus, because it's one of the best that we've seen him, obviously being 25, wouldn't you look at that if you are Weston and say, I'm potentially in my prime now, let me build on what I did last year?
If you're looking at it career-wise, I think we would all, especially with the World Cup coming to the U.S., you want Weston McKennie to be at the level, against the highest level of pressure, coming in the best form possible with a World Cup coming potentially in his prime, 25. He'll be about 27, if not about to turn 27. You assume that's what we want. At the same time, being offered what's been rumored is somewhere around 12 million a year. $1 million a month is a lot to turn down, especially he's not making that in Europe.
Could you?
Yeah, so the argument just comes down to money at that point.
Yep. And listen, I'm not taking a poop on Weston if he takes the money, because I know that kind of money will make him and his future family generationally wealthy. And I get it. But I think he could still make a whole lot of money in Europe. Maybe not the same amount, Well,
definitely nowhere near the amount.
Nowhere near.
No, that's like borderline 6 times what he's making at Juve right now.
I wonder,
12.
I'm sure he's already a millionaire, though.
100%, yeah.
So
just from the national team performances.
I guess it's how greedy do you want to get, right? How greedy do you want to get? And like I said, I'm not gonna call him out for taking the money. No. I'm surprised that somewhere in the Middle East, Saudi Arabia hasn't come after him yet and said, "Oh, MLS will give you 15, we'll give you 30."
After stealing Messi from them, yeah.
So, well, I mean, certain American players, are well known, and McKennie's one of them. Adams, Pulisic, those are the names that are up there. I think that people are pretty familiar with. I think he'd be a slight draw in Saudi Arabia, although that having all those big names in Saudi Arabia didn't help them increase attendance this season, did it? No, their attendance was down. So Tax calling me an old man? Damn. I am old. That's true. I am 50, over 50. But I'm not 80. Whoever said I'm 80.
Motherfuckers. Actually, we all say that.
That I'm old?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Like we remember, insert random historical moment here. There it is.
Yeah, I was live for it. That's true. I was born when Nixon. Yes, Richard Nixon was president of the United States. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. Not Lincoln, Nixon. Okay. All right. So it looks like Panama is going to come out when they're normal 5-4-1. I mean, there are some players you got to pay attention to on this team. There's no doubt about that. And I'm sure the U.S. know who those people are. In fact, where did my little note card go? Oh, there it is. We all know about Michael Murillo, right? But he plays for Marseille now. He's one of their best players. And is he not starting on this? Yes, he is. Okay. At right mid, it looks like. I don't know if to trust this or not, because U.S. Soccer Way, although they normally get the formations correct, on occasion, they get the player playing spots wrong. The good thing about U.S. Soccer Way is they fix it immediately.
Yeah.
Whereas all those morons at Google or FOTMob, they wait another hour before they fix it. They still have Kyler Adams playing center back and Tim Ream playing center forward. You're like, what games do you guys watch? Derek Hope, Jesus carried the cross. I did not. That would be very disappointing and depressing, actually. But thanks to all 115 or so of you already tuned in. I'm sure there will be more as the show gets going. And yeah, I know we're competing with Tack and Pete tonight, but you're welcome to watch them if you want to. We just do it our own way here. Whistle's about to blow.
Watch them later, guys.
Watch them later. Yeah, you can always do that. All right, here we go. I'll let you know when they kick off. Oh, shit. 1, 2. Only 2 seconds ahead of me, Brett.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yep, you're 2 seconds ahead of me exactly. 2 seconds. Exactly ahead. That's not too bad. All right, U.S. starts off on the front foot right away. Who we got there? Who crossed that?
McKinney did.
Okay. Better start for McKinney already. Shirt's not tucked in today. Oh, boy. Looks like a Panamanian player is already down. Grab an ankle.
Just to verify, Derek, I'm at 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51.
Now you're 5 seconds ahead of me. How did that
Jesus.
happen? How did that happen? How does that happen? You were only 2. Now you're 5. I'm at 1, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106.
I got it synced.
All right, cool.
Don't touch it, Brett.
If you guys want to sync, we're at 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, and almost a goal for Panama. 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125. If you want to sync with us.
Jose Lopez says, my totally illegal stream real behind.
Well, that'll happen. Man, Tim Ream almost got burned there. That's, when you don't have the speed, and Tim is usually situationally aware. If we're going to play that high of a line, Panama are not stupid. They know that's what we do. They're going to chip our back line and go chase it. Richards isn't slow, but he's no speedster. Ream is slow. So I'm glad that Jedi was able to get back there and save the day, really, in a way, just being a nuisance. So right now playing left midfield. Adams playing more centrally. I mean, he's out on the left side now because that's where the ball is. But as we spread out, Adams, Kenny out at right midfield. As usual, our 2 left back and right backs push way up the field to the point where they're practically covered already. Although Scally's open right now. Yeah. He's open, but that's a switch ball by Ream. It's a nice try.
No, it was by Richards.
Oh, by Richards. What a rarity.
Yeah.
Well, good for you. Good for you, Chris. That wasn't bad.
Look forward. Don't look back. Don't look back. Come on. It's always about possession. Let's look for this attack in here somewhere.
Scally dribbling himself into a bit of a pickle. So Ream really doesn't have much choice but to slam it up the pitch.
I'll call back, though. No worries.
All right. They fouled Scally. Nicholson for the other team is sort of a wild card. We'll see. But it does look like they're right now in a 5-3-2. That's weird. Nah, that's just temporary.
He's pressing up, yeah.
It's a 5-4-1.
And their 5 is flat as shit.
Yeah, it is. All right, throw in United States. Can you count the time one more time? Want to make sure I'm synced? Yeah, here we go. 405, 406, 407, 408, 409, 410, 411, 412, 413, 414, 415.
Chad Curtis for $10 says USA.
USA. Isn't that one of your friends?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hey, Chad, what's up, man?
Thanks for that, boy.
Much appreciated. Hope you enjoyed that bottle of beer.
Oh, Weston!
Oh, post! Finish it!
Yeah.
There we go, Weston. Hopefully no offsides or weird shit like that.
Woo!
All right.
That was very, very intelligent of Ream to look back and pass back to him. I mean, he didn't have anything going forward there at the 6.
Yeah.
He didn't try to force it. He just found somebody open and passed it back to him. Well done.
We are watching on Fox Sports 1 or just Fox? It's just Fox. Normal Fox.
I'm on Fox Go.
All right, Weston, that helps. That's when it happens when you untuck their shirt.
I think he got to the initial header, too.
He did.
He got to the header.
Okay. Then it comes up.
I wonder if
Comes
they're
up.
going to look at Reem, though.
Oh, shit.
Is Reem offside?
Let me see again. Not quite sure. It looked like he might have been. He
Oh, but
looks up.
it went off Panama's header last.
Let me see. Did they touch it first? No. Reem gets to it before he did. I don't know, dude. That's going to be close.
If the Panama guy heads it, is he still considered off at that point?
I don't know. I didn't see the Panama guy head it.
Yeah, Weston headed it off of his header.
Huh. Are they checking it? Goal check. Oh, sugar.
They check all goals.
I know.
Yeah. In this situation, there is something to check, yes.
But I hate it when there's even the notion that it might not come back as a goal.
I think Weston's header went right into his defender's head.
Let's see what happens here.
Go to the replay of it.
Yeah, I know. I need to see it more than one good angle. I need at least a couple angles. Or show the one that was the most, evidentiary on the first go around. They haven't shown that same review again. All right.
Did you see that Copa's charging the refs, or I don't know if it's not refs, the media, like $25 for media appeals?
No, what are we talking about?
It could be just at the stadium itself, but not necessarily Copa. But
I don't even understand what you're talking about. I have no idea. I don't know what player you just mentioned. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it's not right. It's not right there. The media, they have media days.
Yeah.
They have media lunches, the food for all the media days.
Yeah.
They're being charged like $25 for it. And it's it's like chicken strips and chips.
You wonder what's wrong with your mic? It's garbly. $25 for chicken strips? Yeah, that's weird. By the way, no goal, unfortunately. It was offsides.
Yeah.
All right, back to 0-0. I figured that might be an issue.
Brian wants to know what time we're at. We're at 7:58, 7:59, 8:01, 8:02, 8:03.
8:07, 8:08, 8:09, 8:10. What's up, Ryan?
I guess the worst part is that the chat's a few seconds behind us anyways. So it's going to be tough to sync up with us.
Well, it's official. My mom is watching. She just gave me the thumbs up. Unfortunately, she's probably going to give me the thumbs down because it was offsides. She gave me the thumbs up once the goal went in.
Yeah, Brian, I had the same problem. I'm assuming you're watching it on Fox Go or whatever website, Fox website.
The Fox app.
Or website. Yeah, have to.
Yeah, Brian says he can't slow it down. It just goes back to live. How'd you do it then, Brett?
No idea.
Oh, it just synced up?
I did it like 2 or 3 times, saying stop and hit play. And
yeah.
It worked. Finally worked.
Stop and play. Try that.
That's what he's trying to do.
Instead of pause. It's weird that feature doesn't exist more often because, listen, people, especially on an app, people got to pee. People got to poop.
Richards.
People got to get a refreshment. They like to pause, be able to have that option to pause live during games. All right. 0-0. We're 9:34, 9:35 right now. Berhalter looks a little angry on the sideline. It would have been nice to be up 1-0, but it's back to being what's going to be a very contentious game, it seems like. Man, I tell you what, these Panamanian players play all over the freaking world. They play in like Croatia, Ukraine, Peru. They play domestically. They play in MLS. They play in England. They play in France. I mean, this team is like super crazy diverse. This Panamanian team. Just going over it. A lot of MLS. A lot of MLS too. Some domestic, but not as much as you would normally. Oh, sugar! Get it, Matt.
Oh, thank you, Richard. Come on, man.
Richard's got to pull his head out of his asshole. Got to pull his head out of his asshole. Jose Lopez, rather be ahead or behind. I know what you mean. Yeah, I don't know what that was, Brian. I mean, we saw him do that 3 times in the last game, Richards. Just head up butt. Bad pass.
I just don't understand what's up with Richards, man. He just has not been playing well for us at all.
It's like he's not aware of things around him. Well, he better be good now, because here comes Panama on the quick counter. Matt's got to get to this. Oh, my God, he got hammered.
Jesus.
Absolutely.
Didn't even go for the ball.
Oh, boy.
He didn't go for the ball at all.
That does not look good.
That's a card, bro.
He just ran straight into him, going 100 miles per hour. Yeah, I mean, Adams is losing his shit right now.
Didn't go for the ball.
Let's see if he gets pushed or anything. No. He doesn't get pushed. He just goes hammering into.
He didn't even go for a header. Didn't do anything.
It's like he never saw Turner coming out. Oh boy, I hope this isn't bad. I guess. Oh my God, he clobbered him. Yeah, Turner grabbed his shoulder right after falling down straight on it. Oh, weird angle to land too.
It's definitely a card. I agree with
Should
on
be.
that much.
Should be.
Good Lord.
Let's see if Matt can get up from this. If not, Mr. Horvath better start getting ready already on the sidelines and warming up. There is Reem. He's just offsides on this replay. Yes, he was.
Should that closer one? I'm just saying. Yeah.
It was close, but he had a whole.
It went off. It went off the head of the Panamanian defender.
Yeah, he was still offsides. I thought that McKennie got the header.
No, McKinney got to the header first.
This is going to be a yellow for this Panamanian player. Surely. Faced by McKennie. Ow. Yeah. All right. So let's hope this could take a while because Reem got hammered. They got the magic spray out. Puff the magic spray, lives by the sea. It has a friend named Snuffleupagus. I don't know what the lyrics are to that song. It's Puff the Magic Dragon, right?
Yeah.
Puff the Magic Dragon lives by the sea. Has a friend named Snuffleupagus who's on Sesame Street. So how am I getting Snuffleupagus into that song?
No idea.
I don't know any of the lyrics to that song. Yeah, no card. Huh. Reporting, it's Jenny Taft, the great-great-great-great-granddaughter of President Fatso Taft. He was so big, they had to build a new tub in the White House so he could fit in it. President Taft. He's explained to the ref, listen, dude, I went up for the ball, and the dude flat out hammered my ass. How is that not a card?
Jesus, that's yellow, if anything, man. It's what garbage play.
Jesus. Dangerous play for sure. You got to have some sort of conscious knowledge of where you are and where the goalkeeper is. You can't just go running into people for full bore. All right, Richards, back to Matt Turner.
My goodness, Holden's having to play the reasonable commentator right now, explaining why that was at least the yellow.
Well, good for you. Jedi making a run. Nobody picked it up. But kick it out of bounds? Oh, there's some guy rolling around on the ground. Yellow card to Weah. I didn't even see that was off the ball. So what the hell was that? Apparently got a yellow for whatever he did. I didn't see it. Let me see. Oh, that's just shoulder to shoulder check. Weah gets a yellow for that. Weah gets a yellow for that. But the guy who just body slammed our goalie gets no cards. That's totally cool. All right.
So
for the 130 of you watching along together here, make sure you like, subscribe, share it with your grandma. Like and subscribe. Share it with your grandma. What are we looking at? Oh, God. Now we're going to go look at the board to see if this is a red on Weah? No. Please say no. Oh, boy. I didn't see it from that angle. Oh, he punched him in the head. He punched him in the head. Oh, boy. Here comes. Is that a red card now? Yep. You're off, Weah. Oh, that's going to everything up. I think he punched him in the head. That's what it looked like, Brett. I don't know if you saw what I saw.
yeah, no, well, I mean, that's what it looked like.
Yeah, it's not the smartest thing in the world I've ever seen. He kind of had a death moment. Okay, well, this is going to be very interesting now. This just got extremely interesting, people. So, yeah, 4-4-1, probably. Looks like what we're dropping into a 4-4-1. With Ballo up top by himself. Yeah, that's just not something you can do. And now Weah's out for the next game. So somebody's got to fill in. But this makes tonight very sketchy. And if we lose, Weah's going to get the death treatment.
Yeah.
It's weird that they didn't show that replay. Except
on
the VAR.
This is going to be interesting, though, because by Reyna getting put, I'm sorry if you said this, I was responding to a text, but with Reyna being pushed out wide right, he's going to be playing ultimately higher up the pitch.
Falcon
That means Weston and Adams are going to play more of a duel. So.
Yeah. And
will this open the door for Panama to attack more?
Yes.
So.
What's wrong with your mic tonight? It sounds all gurgly.
Andy's on my mic.
I don't know. Sounds different.
1 second. Let me check my stuff real quick.
Sounds gurgly. It didn't earlier, but sounds like you got mouthwash in your mouth.
My microphone's the right microphone.
Huh. What the hell's going on with that then? That's why I'm having a hard time understanding when you talk real fast, because it's...
That's test 1, 2.
Testy, 1.
Hello.
2. Mic testy, 1, 2, 3. Testes 1, 2.
I mean, I'm saying test,
Right.
test 1, 2. No, you're just making more test noise. Can you hear me? Is it any better? Give me some feedback, goddammit.
It sounds the same.
Good Lord. I'm waiting for some feedback. And you're just like, testes 105. Come on.
It does sound kind of the same. Maybe not as bad.
Broken Furnace says it's loud and clear, so it must be on your end, Derek.
Okay, just my end then. Good to know. You remember that skit, right?
Yes. That's not what I was asking for, though. I wanted some feedback, goddammit.
Jesus. So fucking demanding. I was making a testicle joke.
I know that. I'm trying to fix a problem on the fly, and you're like not helping me out at all. Turns out you're the problem.
Yeah, sounds like it. Sounds like I'm the issue. Good luck. You was playing with only 10 players, says my mom. She just texted me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Pulisic's like, give me the freaking ball, guys. Give the Weston on the run. Man, Pulisic's made at least 2 or 3 solid runs so far.
Jedi with the steal. Shoot it. Off the post and in. Paolo.
Oh, my Lord.
What a left footer. It's not even his best foot.
Oh.
What a cranker from the left foot.
Wow. Good Lord. That was a great shot.
Great interchange by Jedi. I'm not sure if he meant to do that, but it worked out.
No, I think Balogun hit that behind him. He hit it with his heel. So I think it was all incidental, but worked out nicely.
Oh,
my
no.
goodness.
Now we're going to check this too?
Well, they're always going to check.
Yeah, but for what exactly? Jedi, Bello, Jedi, Bello, goal. I don't see any problem with this one. I know they check them all, but it looked like Greg was having some sort of discussion on the sideline with the referee, and I always hate that. But he might be bitching about the red. I don't know.
Maybe.
Or bitching about the fact that the Panamanian player didn't get a yellow.
It could have been any of those things. Yeah.
I'm going to rate my mom. How you like them apples?
Yeah.
How you like them apples? All right. Well, we'll see where this goes. United States leading 1-0. Brett and I are synced. We're currently at, for those of you just joined us, 23-17, 23-18, 23-19, 23-20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30.
Chad goes, Jedi's terrible touch or perfect assist?
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Here comes Pulisic.
It's on the run. Take
Shake.
it time, man.
Burning past people here. Oh, he kind of clipped off his own foot.
Yeah.
Lost possession on the half turn.
Whoop.
Reyna doing some big D there. Now he's got to get. He is in the middle. Must have moved McKennie out wide.
I think he floated over.
They interchanged.
What's up, Richards? Yeah, he's back out right now. Look.
Okay. My mom says I love them apples. For those wanting Greg to be fired, this isn't going to help you, unfortunately.
Well, Greg says, did they move Gio to the wing after Way is red? Technically, yes, and they're playing a 4-4-1 right now, more or less.
Yep. 4-4-1 after the red. And I know if you've been following the show, you know we're not gigantic Greg Berhalter fans around this neck of the woods, but I'm not one of those guys that roots against my team just to get the coach fired. Not doing that.
Man, certainly doesn't feel like a 62-38 ball possession in favor of Panama.
Really? It's that high?
That's what they're saying.
Jesus. No, it doesn't feel that way. Crazy that they're dominating possession that much. Uh-oh. Hang with it, Jedi.
God.
Oh, damn it. Tie game. Fucking a lot of standing around on that one. A lot of standing around. As KRS One once said on the Boogie Down Productions album, it's time to get nervous. I know a lot of people are like, who the fuck's KRS One? The hell's Boogie Down Productions? It's one of the original New York City rappers. Old school. I mean, yeah. You know, that's pre-Tribe Called Quest. That's pre-EPMD. Lamar Mott says, I love KRS One. I do too. One of my faves. You know, he does college tours now. All right, text from mom says, one word, shit.
Well, if they pull that all the way back to a foul on Reyna, that'll be interesting call back for that.
I don't think that's how that works.
That's what it's all Holden could come up with there, yeah. Yeah. I guess all I have to do is look at the play-by-play on the screen right now, and it's already telling us it's going ahead.
Oh, my God. This is ugly. Turner just clears it right to the other team. They are on the counter and almost got through. Matt, don't kick it to the other team on our side of the pitch, please.
Ah.
I don't know what Matt's doing. Is Derek a Wu-Tang fan? Hell, fucking yeah, man. You know I was. Wu-Tang was actually that's probably the last hip-hop band I regularly bought records for.
That
Turner, and their solo shit.
That Turner giveaway echoed very similar to the one was it Columbia? Columbia,
yes, right? Yes, it looked very reminiscent of that.
Right in the same spot too, man.
Hey, this is as close as we're going to get to see a 4-4-2, Brett, out of Greg Berhalter.
It's the flattest four.
So ever. I guess we better enjoy it. Boy, this is... Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. You bet it. You bet. Love that shit.
I'm so lazy, Reem. Come on.
Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, Brett, this is going to be a scary night. All right. Well, this is going to be a long night, I think.
I've got a question. At this point, what's the big difference of losing Weah? Why do we keep like a 4-3-2 in this situation? Why switch up the midfield?
Well, I don't know.
I don't understand why why do we have to make that change?
Personally, I would have gone for the same thing, though, Greg. I mean, Brett.
I mean, I understand the reason for it, but I'm just like, our midfield and our defense didn't change at all. It's just our attack. All we're doing is losing somebody on the attack.
I think that's usually the conservative way to do it, but
maybe. I don't know. Having a Ballo and a Pulisic up top, waiting for those long balls, is probably ideal in this situation.
I think he just wants to help protect the back line, I guess, but
maybe. I mean, it just means we're gonna get pounded on a lot tonight.
For sure. Freaking God.
Goal
Yeah.
should not have occurred.
Shit's frozen.
What shit? The game for you?
No.
StreamYard for us?
No, not StreamYard. My internet just froze for a second. Fucking pisses me off when it does that for no fucking reason. God. Let me see if I can fix this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Apparently, I needed to refresh. Apparently, I can't use StreamYard and look something up on the internet at the same time. Even with basically a high-powered laptop. But it's been a while since I shut down. So I probably need to do that. Gosh. Yeah, this is going to be a long night, Brett. It's going to be a long night. That was very close to being another goal. If it wasn't for Jedi being there to cover the back post, we were in trouble. It's the best Wu-Tang solo album. Gotta be Liquid Swords. Gotta be Liquid Swords. Just, I think. It was my favorite and my brother's favorite too. We were both hip-hop nerds. If you can be a hip-hop nerd. I don't know. We grew up with it. Contrary to popular opinion, the military is a very diverse place. Very diverse. Oh!
Adam, come on, you gotta get that off your fucking foot, man.
Adam's holding on to the ball too long.
I mean, I know you didn't have any options, but just get rid of the ball.
This could be the whole game, Brett, what we're looking at right now. Us playing defense. Balogun comes all the way back just to clear it. Martinez is down. Slamming his hand on the pitch. Oh, my God. Another yellow? This one for Jedi.
Don't worry. Turner got speared at the beginning of the game. Nothing there.
And no card. Got totally hammered. He took out the goalkeeper. Burke says, I prefer 36 chambers. Love that one, too. I don't know. Something about radios and tunnels gets my goat going, guys, on Liquid Swords. The camera work is terrible. I'd agree. This game's had a lot of very poor replays, late replays, no replays at all. Like, we didn't even get to really see, except from a very, very far distance away, what way it did.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where's the close-up on that? The close-up replay. Or a closer one.
I think the one that they showed was damning enough. It was a smack to the back of the head.
It was.
But where was the VAR check for the for Turner's foul?
I can't believe I've never seen Tim Weah make a dumb play like that.
Yeah.
He's usually one of the calmer, cool guys on the field, on the pitch. I don't get it. What makes you just go up and smack a dude in the face? I mean, it probably wasn't as hard as the Panamanian player made it out to be, but man, Reyna having to fall way back to like almost a right back position at this point.
It's sort of turning back almost into almost a 5 back at times.
Yeah, now back to the 4-4-1, but man, is that guy open at the bottom of the screen or what?
Yeah.
That Panamanian guy is so fucking open. All right. I hope Adams is healthy enough to play the whole game because we're going to need it. See a lot of concerned faces in the crowd, for sure. Thanks to all 170 you, most of you here. Make sure you like, subscribe, share it with your grandma and your sister, stepsister. The hot one. Marcia. People don't name their kids Marcia anymore. I've never met a girl.
Marcia.
You know, I've never met
there are generational names, so.
Yeah, I've never met a Marcia before.
My brother's friend's mom was named Marcia.
Your brother's friend's mother was named Marcia? Jesus Christ.
I said it right. I mean, I guess I could have just simply said, yeah, I know Marcia.
You know Marcia, but she's pretty old.
How about my mom's friend? Would that have worked better for you?
She's pretty old, though, right?
Sure.
Older than me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think people name their kids Marcia anymore. I think the Brady Bunch killed that name off.
It's very possible.
Kind of like Adolf killed off Adolf. I mean, not compare what they did, obviously.
Well,
like, I don't think anybody's going to name their daughter Karen in the next coming year.
Yeah, I think Karen's probably going to get dropped off. Yeah.
Yep. I've known a lot of Karens, but I think going forward, that one Karen ruined all the Karens.
He's pulling his arm in his jersey. Even the sideline official didn't do shit.
Yeah, he's yanking his jersey.
Yank.
All right, we did get a foul for that. Grabbing his arm. They're both, one's got one arm, one's got the other. They're like pulling, one guy pulling one arm this way, the other guy pulling the other arm this way. It's like they're trying to draw and quarter the guy.
Yeah.
Pulisic still taking set pieces. Hasn't been that. It's been better lately. Still not great. That's a great cross. Oh, McKennie. 5 less pounds, you get an inch higher. That 1 inch would have done it. Could have got your whole forehead on it. Whole forehead. This ref blows, says Brian DeMarco. Well, we
know the whistle does.
Derek, you need a girlfriend. Dude, I do not. Alhern, I do not. Don't want one. Not interested. Was married. Have had plenty of girlfriends in my life. Not interested. I like my life to be drama-free. Drama-free. I got enough shit going on. I don't need
any heavy touch, Reina.
Yeah.
Wait, is that Pulisic? No, it's Pulisic.
That was Pulisic, yeah.
Yeah.
Reina's way out here on the bottom.
Yep. I thought maybe McKinney pushed out wide and Reina pushed into the center.
I don't know what's going on with this ref, but he certainly has inserted himself into the game. Although I have to say, what Weah did was stupid. If we lose this game, that means we go into the Uruguay game, probably, depending on what happens later tonight, as a must-win game.
100%. I mean, the Panama's to be playing Bolivia, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. And my guess is Bolivia will already be knocked out by then, so what do they care? God, another foul.
I mean, how long was he going to let that go? Because at some point he's going to react and, there's another red card.
It's like persistent fouls. When does another yellow card come out for persistent fouls? Jesus, the same guy who pulled his arm. Pulled his arm again. Where's the yellow for that? No! My God. What the hell? I'd like to see a replay on that shit. Pulisic gets hammered in the box. That doesn't sound right.
How long will they go back on VAR? Like, if they piddle fuck the ball around for 5 minutes, will they go back to it?
Probably not.
No, I don't think so.
If you're Panama right now, you're loving this with the player up. Forcing the U.S. into a 4-4-1. But it was Weah's fault. I'm not making excuses for him. He just straight up knocked some dude in the head. If you missed it. All right, Panama kicking around the shoehorn right now. U.S. in a 4-4-1 block. Rana coming out to confront the attack on the right side, our right side. Panama just biding their time. They're going to see if they can't crack this nut. That's what she said.
Handball!
Oh!
Blow the whistle! The handball, dickhead!
All right, handball it was.
No, just in case.
Does that guy have one of those lipstick kisses on his neck? Tattoos?
Maybe.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Come on, dude. You gotta. Well, I don't know.
Actually, I don't know if that was a handball.
Yeah, now I look at it, I'm like, I'm not sure there was a handball.
Maybe he was in the right way for that playthrough.
Maybe he deserves that little kiss tattoo on his neck. Oh, Balogun, where are we going with that? Pulisic's ahead of you, not behind you.
I think he was trying to move his head out of the way.
Boy, this is now you can't really bring in, you don't think. I mean, you're going to have to because Balogun's going to be exhausted from.
No, I think you bring in Haji right at this point.
For Reyna?
For what?
For Reyna?
No, for I'm bringing Haji right for Balogun. Yeah. I'm gonna put him up top and let him run his ass off.
I like to see Sarge.
I would too. It looks like a clobber of the head right there.
Probably going to be Pepe knowing Greg.
Not really Pepe's game. The pace is. I'm going to go Sargent over Pepe if anything.
This ref is familiar to me. Where do I know this ref from? His face looks familiar to me. I wonder who.
He's had some horrific games as far as cards and stuff because people are already talking about it before the match.
If you scroll down, we can find out his name on US Soccer Way because they list the referees. Oh, guess not. What the hell? There they are.
Oh,
I can't. It's such small. Is that a Guatemalan flag?
Yeah, Guatemalan.
Okay. So tiny. That's what she said. That's what you hope she never says.
No, he's the ref that let Mexico eye gouge Aronson.
Oh, that's why he looks familiar.
Yeah.
Chad says, I think you can hug heads, but not punch them per that replay.
Yeah, Pulisic got his head hugged. It wasn't punched, it's hugged.
Huh. It's kind of the same thing with teddy bears.
Jose Lopez says that he's the main CONCACAF ref, usually refs finals.
Yeah, he looks really familiar. What was his name?
Barton. Barton.
Is his first name irritating?
Yeah.
Oh, no. All right. Finally, for persistent fouls, a yellow card. Whatever the hell that was. Scally's up off his back. The guy with the lipstick tattoo did it to him. Guerrero. He just said, here, have some of my shoulder.
Yeah.
For dinner. Are you hungry? Here's some shoulder. If I'm hungry, I'd rather have pork shoulder. All right, let's figure this out, guys. Going down, out wide to Ballo. Our throw in.
Let McKinney throw it in deep, guys. Get in the box.
Yep. This is a perfect time for McKinney. I can't believe the half is almost over.
Yeah.
This went by so fast. Yep. It's McKinney. He's shaking his hand. He's blowing on his hands, trying to get him nice and dry. Wing! Tried to find Richards. Richards, let's get back. I'm nervous. All right, good play by Jedi. Good pass, solid. We're going to need some individual moments.
How many times is Val going to get fouled in this game?
Brilliance. I mean, at what point do you start just handing out yellow cards for persistent fouling? That is a thing. 5 extra minutes on the clock. Again, for the 160 or plus more so of you watching along with us, we are currently at 46-13, 46-15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. If you want to sync up with us. Pulisic taking the free kick. Tried to find Richards.
McKinney.
Oh, was that McKinney? Looks like
Richards was in front of McKinney.
Oh, I thought it's the other way around, but it could be my eyesight.
There you go, Gio.
Gio getting back, putting on the defense. All right, let's settle this shit down. I can't believe we're going to have to play the whole rest of this game a man down. This totally sucks. And that's just like an instance where you can't really even blame Berhalter, right? So if we get grouped, it's like you can't say, well, it's all Berhalter's fault, right? You can't.
Yeah.
That way have fucked us right in the asshole. With really something I've never... Oh, what a pass by Scally! Finish it, pal! Oh, you went it too far out wide. His first touch failed him. Took him to the right instead of straight. Is that offsides anyhow? I love that look of that guy in the stands with his beard and his beer in his hand. Oh, that's so close. That's a great look by Scally, though. See, he needed to shoot it earlier. He took himself too far. Shot right there. Nope. That extra touch fucked him. Why is he taking the touch out wider? I do not understand.
He need that little extra inch or two. Is what, every time he make a touch, the ball would move as far as he wanted it to. I wonder if the pitch is a little dry.
Don't they come out and urinate on that before
usually,
the match stops? Yeah. Use God's urine. All right.
Marco says that draw is good enough. It is. I mean, it's going to make the next game against Uruguay easier, where we can get both a win or a draw. A win would be much better. A win would solidify us in the next stage.
A draw, it still makes me nervous.
No, 100%.
Because then you got to say, like, Panama's going to beat Bolivia by how much? You know?
A lot.
But what if they cream Bolivia? Because, see, Bolivia's going to lose tonight. They got nothing to play for in that last game.
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's going to require a draw or a win if we draw here. Basically, we can't lose in that last game.
Yep. It's time to get nervous. Favorite Boogie Down production song? My Philosophy. Anybody else got a different favorite? My Philosophy.
Oh. No, Lamar Matz has 2-1. I'm guessing US, I'm hoping. But that's also what you predicted too, Derek. You guessed 2-1 as well.
I did. But
I predicted 2-0, so I'm already shot. Shit.
I didn't predict Timmy Weah punching a dude in the head, though.
No.
Little Boogie Down productions for you. My Philosophy. I used to know all the lyrics. I could sing that, rap that whole song. All right, back to Tim Ream. We should be nearing the end of extra time here.
Yep, there it is.
There it is. The Guatemalan referee has blown the whistle. Greg is heading in. They're treating Richards for a head injury of some sort. Tim Ream's going straight for the vodka. I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Man, can you let him? I mean, he's going to dehydrate himself if he drinks that whole bottle of vodka.
Mm-hmm. That was a frustrating first half. Although I will say the 4-4-1 formation's playing into Ballo's hands. That's how he wants. That's how you want to get the most out of him.
Yeah, there's no choice. We got to play over the top, right?
Play over the top, and you have him don't have him playing with his back to the goal. You have him running between the lines and opening it up the attack.
Yep.
All Panama can do at that point is foul him, pull him back, or they're going to release an opportunity where he's going to get a goal scoring chance. So,
yep,
that's unfortunately that plays into his hands, but it's just going to tire out the team. So,
yeah, Broken Furnace Recordings, toke them if you got them. For sure, now's the time to do it. Or if you got edibles, eat them. But be careful how many you eat.
Chris said that pitch has to be dry. That's why McKinney was trying to wipe his hands off on it.
Good point. Good point.
But yeah, you were saying why did he take that extra touch? It's because to get in his stride to shoot, he should have still shot it regardless. But he wanted that perfect whip. And the ball, when he was taking that touch, it wasn't going out as far as he wanted to, which indicates to me that the pitch might be a bit dry.
I still think Messi takes that shot when.
Oh, 100%. That's why I said he still should have took it.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's a problem with a lot of players these days, especially on our team, is that they want that easy, that perfect, shot or whatever. When a lot of times the dirty, the unpredictable is what you need to do. And just taking that shot right then and there would have been the best option.
First time. Yep.
Well, you can take one touch, but was that second or third touch or whatever it was.
Yeah, it's like 3 touches.
Once you're past your man, just take that shot.
Do you all think they're going to jump Timo in the locker room? I doubt it. I mean, it was a really dumb decision by Weah, but it wasn't as absurd as the Dest thing. Because what Dest did was just clownish. This was just, I don't know what he was thinking. I think it just
this was Dest's red card against Mexico. It was the heat of the moment.
Yeah,
I have no idea what was said. Maybe he gave him a flat tire seconds earlier, and he just shouldered, then swung around, popped him.
Said something about his stepsister. Who knows?
Yeah, you don't talk
Your
trash about your stepsister.
Stepsister's a whore. Man, bam. Don't talk about my stepsister.
Give her my number, man.
My stepsister's also my girlfriend, motherfucker. Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate, but yeah, we're down a man. Hey, I came up with this idea for a comedy show. It's called Camp Undercover. And it's a comedy show where the people join the intelligence agencies to learn how to spy and go undercover in nature. So they're on all of our public lands, right? Doing their spying. And they learn to dress up as squirrels and raccoons and bears and moose. And they try to blend in with the native population of animals.
Sort of like, see the indigenous people of North America, how they like sneak up on buffalo wearing like, animal pelts.
Yeah. Honey, that's the biggest squirrel I've ever seen. Anyhow, all kinds of chances for funny scenes in that, I think. I mean, it'd be absurdist. It's like the book I wrote about them releasing a bull shark into Morse Lake in Noblesville during a summer. Like some guy goes fishing.
Yeah.
He catches like a 4-footer. And he has it shipped in a big thing of seawater all the way back to Noblesville. And then he releases it into the lake just for fun, shits and giggles.
Why not?
Unfortunately, it grows to 6-7 foot and starts eating motherfuckers because bull sharks can survive in fresh water.
Yeah.
And they're incredibly dangerous. So what he thought was a joke in the book wasn't a joke. it turns out it causes mass hysteria across the whole lake. It's a comedy. Yeah, show us what he did. You keep showing us.
Well, I mean, he extended his hand out, got him right in the back of the head. So
yeah, but they don't ever show it. That's a
just
great
did.
shot. Did they? I missed it.
Yeah,
I was busy talking about sharks.
Well, I wanted to hear what they had. I wanted to hear what they had to say about Turner's the foul on Turner, but they cut right past it and they just didn't talk about it at all.
I've never seen Greg that excited before.
God, what a horrible shot this was!
I mean, this
Jedi
is
flubbed.
Jedi tried twice.
Richards. Come on, guys! Somebody got to press that.
Somebody's got to get a foot on that at least.
Went right between Ream's legs. Richards' legs.
Richards went right through his legs. I don't think that Turner had really much of a shot at that. What's Dempsey saying?
Just goes about his business and makes good plays happen. For me, it doesn't seem like something that he would normally do. You can see that he was getting kicked off the ball, getting pushed. It almost looked like he tried to push the guy back, but in the chest or the shoulder, just too high.
Yeah, I don't think he was even looking at the guy. You tried to push, but instead it push ended up being a punch.
Yeah.
Absolutely no excuse. If this U.S. team is truly as good as we think they are, they find a way out of this. At the very least, you close up shop, you get a point, and as we heard Stu Holden say, as Panama has more of the ball and starts pushing to possibly get that second goal, there's going to be space for Christian Pulisic and others. The substitution.
So Lawless wants to close up shot and hit on the counter.
Very interesting for the U.S. 1-1 at the break. Later tonight, the other two teams from Group C meet at MetLife.
That Uruguay-Bolivia game becomes kind of important. Like, how much does Uruguay destroy Bolivia tonight?
So that's 27 giving us some sound advice. He's saying, "Hey, watch out about that. Watch out about your audio. Derek, it is playing in the background, and YouTube might not be happy about that." I would say that it is distorted enough that I think it won't be picked up by any form of algorithm.
Yeah, I mean, weirder things have happened, but yeah.
Thanks for the heads up, man. I'm always concerned about that stuff. Yeah, copyright stuff. I know.
I've done it before on the show, and it's never hit us in the butt as far as we know so far. But you're right. It's as weird as they are at YouTube. Just don't know. Or copyright holders.
I just realized that mother-in-law bought Yingling as a beer of choice, I guess.
All right.
She got the Yingling Light.
Ooh.
And I'm like, okay, what's the actual content here? It's a 4% alcohol for this beer. I mean, I'm like, I know it's like 3 carbs and all, but I got to drink like 40 of these fuckers.
I know. I was going to say, for a guy with your level of
tolerance,
you're going to need to drink like 42 of those.
I plan on just drinking a couple of these tonight, and whatever. I may have to go make myself a drink.
A real drink.
Yeah, a manly drink.
Tonight I am drinking, no surprise, Canada Dry Zero and vodka.
No, mine's just gonna be vodka and club soda, probably.
That's a good pick. Although you got to squeeze a lemon in there, don't you?
I do. Yeah, lemon or lime juice, either one.
Or grenadine. That's always a good addition, but it's fattening. I mean, grenadine's just sugar. It's pure sugar.
No, it's counterproductive of what I want, Derek.
It's great tasting, fruity sugar.
Yeah.
In my collection, I do have grenadine. I've got the yellow grenadine, which is called something else.
Alex Skaven says, a manly drink, unpasteurized milk.
Breast milk?
Tite.
Did you see my response to you on X?
Maybe.
Today? About breast milk?
Oh, yeah. No, and she's not.
I didn't see your response, but I need a fresh glass of milk. Breast milk. Who did a skit on that? That'd be Dave Chappelle, right?
I think so.
Isn't that the P. Diddy one where he wants breast milk freshly squeezed? Like Honduran breast milk or something? And it's a game show, so he sends them all out.
Mm-hmm.
to get Arsenal.
An interesting talking point here, I guess, as far as this game is concerned. We're seeing Balogun being able to run in between the lines in this formation. Obviously, having to play direct. Is this possibly an argument for playing a two-striker tandem instead of a 4-3-3 of some form?
Is this possibly an argument for playing a 4-4-2?
Yeah.
At some point. I'd like to see it tried because I think having two forwards would be, kind of interesting.
Yeah.
To play off one another. Even if it's Rada playing as a second striker, I'll take that.
Well, I feel like with Balo, with him running between the lines, you kind of need to pair him up with more of a target man. Somebody who's comfortable playing with his back to goal.
Yeah, Sarge.
Yeah.
That would be great. I'd love to see it. I don't know if we're ever going to see it because Greg.
Sarge, Pepe, or Haji. Any of those three would be fine to play as that target role with Balo.
Greg only plays two strikers in a pinch, last second. Two center forwards. All right. Paraguay versus Brazil. Brazil. What is wrong with that team?
A lot. I'm going to go upstairs and make myself a drink before the half starts.
Righto. All right. 200 of you now in watching the game with us. 201. Sorry. Make sure you like, subscribe, share it with Grandma. We will give you the seconds count for those of you just joining us so you can sync up with us. It seems like more or less everybody's pretty close to the same time we have got on Fox. So that's good news. Lamar Motts, get Freddie Adu to do what? Cover the game, maybe? He does do. They've had him on. I think it was CBS to do. Yeah, it's not bad. As a, coverage guy. I think he was all right. Brett, do you ever think of doing a spin-off channel about different ways to eat turkey? You can be the Bubba Gump for turkey. Jordan Morris's dog. Yes, actually, Brett and I have talked about doing a spin-off show called Two Fat Foodies. Because we're both cooks. I'm probably more professionally trained in it than he is, but still. I think it would be, my grandfather was a chef. So we got that. I wouldn't know. I don't know if that's training, but he certainly trained me as a kid on how to cook. Okay. Was it a lot of German food? Yeah. Somebody was saying, oh yeah, German food's really not that good. Nah, dude, German food is fucking fantabulous. It's fantastic. Just ask Derek Ray. Ask Derek Ray how good German food is. And by the way, it's not the same everywhere you go. Hanoverian food is different from Swabian food, which is different than the food you'll find in Munich, which is different from the food and much more international food you'll find in Berlin. It's all different. I don't know if any of the particular cities anymore make Königsberger Klopse, because that's a Prussian dish. But my grandfather used to make it. He did. Let me look that up on my phone. Let's see if there's a region of Germany that still makes Königsberger Klopse. Not that anybody cares. It's just a great dish. It's a great dish. Brett is currently making himself a drink. He will be back. Let's see. I say let Balogun stay on for 15 more minutes and let it all hang out, then sub and Haji. He might have to because he might be tired as hell.
Daddy, I saw your video.
Charlie had to stop in and say hi.
Hey, Chuck. How are you?
There's Jackson.
Hey, Jackson.
Hey, Jackson, step up a little closer. Hey, Derek, do you recognize this?
I do. That's the shirt I bought.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Jackson, I'm a daddy. Your video you made.
Well, hold on. I don't know if this is it would always be show friendly. Yeah, doing it.
I saw that on YouTube.
Oh, my kids are watching our show. All right, say bye, everybody.
No.
Bye.
Big hug. All right, get out of here.
Brett's
Uncle Chad says hi, guys.
Brett's just proving he's procreated. Horvath sighting.
Back it up.
I want to see Uncle Chad. Wait,
Okay.
I know, but
No way.
Wait, did we just score?
Oh, hasn't started yet.
Cardoso in. Cameron Carter Vickers in. Oh boy.
God damn, really? Horvath's in? Well, he shows up tournament time.
I don't think he's in. Is he in? Is Horvath really in for Turner?
Going for that tie, guys. Going for that tie.
Is Turner that injured?
I see Cardoso.
Cardoso came in for, of course,
Gio?
Adams.
No, for Adams.
Because Adams is on a minutes restriction. So the Guatemalan ref blows the whistle, and we start the half. We're playing 5-3, a 5-3-1 now.
Yeah.
So Ream's still out there with CCV in the middle and Richards out right center back.
Gio did come out.
Oh, he did.
Well,
I don't know where the attacking is going to come from.
Pulisic and Ballin just direct one ball.
I guess.
How is McKinney still out there all this time? I mean, he's going to run more than Gio would, but still, come on.
Panama applying the pressure. Jedi with the good defense out wide.
Speaking of which, 45-51, 45-52, 45-53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 46.
4604, 4605. So we're right on.
Nice.
That's crazy. We're never right on. Something about halftime always fucks that up. Back corner or back.
I mean, no Gio starting and everything like that.
Holy shit, Horvath is in.
Yeah, I know. I said that.
I wasn't sure if that were true or not. He must have like a hip issue. They're showing the replay. It was an absolute clobbering.
They said it was a leg. The commentators mentioned that it was a leg problem when he was coming off.
All right. Well, this is interesting. You usually don't want to waste and burn a sub for a goalkeeper. But hey, if he's hurt, he's hurt. We have moved to a 5-3-1.
Playing for that draw.
This is very defensive. Gonna have to hit on the counter and quick transitions.
Hey. CCB run in the middle, huh?
Yep. Ream at left center back. CCV in the damn middle, and Richards right center back. Jedi and Scally still holding down the fort.
Don't try to play it out of the back. Just boot it, man.
Did you see this? They had Cameron Carter Vickers playing midfield, these idiots at Fox. What are they? Completely moronic? I mean, the people they must hire to do the graphics must be so fucking brain dead and like really don't care about soccer at all and know nothing about it. To put CCV in the lineup as a midfielder, you've got to be
he's the new 6, Derek.
Yeah. He's the new Adams.
Let's see. Goal kicks aren't Horvath's strength either.
All right, Panama attacking down the right side. Pulisic doing appropriate defensive duties. We're playing. Now, if Panama can figure out how to switch fields quickly, or go down right the middle, right down the gut. Which is
it worked for their first goal, Derek. Why wouldn't it work for the second goal?
It's true. Jedi, don't get ahead of yourself. I'm not sure. I think I would have stuck with a 4-4-1. a 5-3-1. Super defensive.
Are you fine with CCV running the middle, or would you prefer Ream in there?
I don't think I mind either way. Greg, going to make a bounce pass here, you think? Bounce pass?
Of course, no, he's wasting as much time as possible.
No bounce pass from Greg.
I told you why.
I guess. Seems to me
they're going to be nickeling and diming those seconds.
There's still a chance to win this game. I get it. They're buttoning up shop. But seems, I don't know. You're down a man. I get it. I'd like to see them still, I don't know, at least for the first 15 minutes, play a 4-4-1 and then make the switches in the second half. But I guess they just decided at halftime, let's button this shit up. Let's park the bus a bit. See if we can't survive. But, to do it for 45 minutes. Wow. All right, 5-3-1 is what we're playing. I guess for the rest of the game, you hope that would look different in offense, but so far we haven't had any of the ball to play offense since the half started. You're going to hammer this. Horvath saves it, but it was very sketchy. So Adams' cousin is in. U.S. men's national team Stan. His cousin is in for Turner. U.S. men's national team Stan or Adam is like if Horvath were 10 years, 15 years older and ate a few more sandwiches. Yeah, I get it. That was a hard shot. I wasn't expecting him to catch it.
Get that out of the goal. That's all I care about at this point.
Yeah. Still was a little nervy looking. As Sure Burke says, that woke him the hell up. Diego Mendoza, Diego29 says, yo, this game is crazy. USA cannot afford a draw. And that's what Greg adjusted for. Ugh. I think they can technically afford a draw, but yeah, I'd rather we go for the win.
Yeah, but saying we can't afford a draw means that we're expecting to lose against Uruguay.
Yeah, we can, tie Uruguay, one would imagine, and get out of this group with 5 points. But yeah, you're hoping not to get your ass beat by Uruguay. I'd rather have
Ted Lasso. We're not going for a draw. Nobody here is going to kiss her sister.
Yeah, I wouldn't have moved to a 5-3-1 this fast.
Yeah,
I would have stuck with a 4-4-1 for a while.
We were creating some chances.
We
could have put us up 2-1 at the end of the half.
I think this was a mistake.
Pulisic had a couple runs where nobody made the pass, but he had the opportunity.
And we're so outnumbered in the midfield now. Scally got popped in the face. Is Davis going to get a card here? Nope. Okay. Not a whole lot of cards for Panama's persistent ass fouling. I'd like to see the stats on that.
Jeddah's like, boot it. Jeddah's ready to make that run, but nope. Went to Bella instead. God's Richards. Keep that far, man. Jeddah was open. I mean, I know his defender was waiting for it, but I mean, he had much more space to run into.
I know they probably went into the locker room and hoped this would look more like a 3-5-1 on the attack, but let's face it, we can't get out of our own end. This is too conservative. super conservative. They totally outnumber us in the midfield. They're just going to kick this around all night. And they're playing a super high-ass line because even Gallagher has to come back and help.
Shouldn't have to. There's like 5 guys back there. I mean, I think Val can stay up.
Okay, quick counter to Ballo. Quick counter. Come on, let's do it. What are we waiting for?
If we do a quick counter to Val, he still has 5 guys around him.
Yeah, I think 29's right. I think we're just playing for a draw. Look how slow we're
100%, 100%, yeah. Once they need to switch to 5-3-1 or whatever, absolutely went to going for that draw.
Alex Gibbons says, I think it was a Mexican ref. No, it's not a Mexican ref. It's a Guatemalan ref. We're talking about the same thing. To all 230 of you watching along, we are currently at 5504, 5505, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you want to sync
Thank you, McKenny.
Out wide. Beautiful pass for McKenny.
Oh, but Jedi passed him way behind Bala, though. Oh, well, we're up there.
He was a little off balance.
Yeah.
Jedi. Nice pass in to Pulisic. Back to Jedi. Back to Pulisic.
Cardoso.
Ooh,
that was a heavy pass, man.
Wow. I do not like taking Reina out. I
agree.
Like that. I don't know who's
I
going to
also
be.
do not like green eggs and ham.
All right, Dr. Seuss.
Well done. Salvadorian, I guess. The ref.
Oh. That flag was so.
It's really close to.
Yeah, that's such a small. It's hard to see what that is.
El Salvador, yeah.
Okay. Those flags look very similar. Okay, so we got Horvath in for Turner. We're playing 5 in the back.
That's already 4 subs, man. We've got 1 sub left.
Yep.
No, never mind. I'm sorry. We've only done 3 subs. I was looking at Guerrero up top.
Yeah, we got 2 more left.
Yeah.
If you missed it, yes, Weah hacked some dude in the face. I don't think he meant to do it, but I think he was doing one of those push-off things, and he ended up nailing a guy in the face. Got a straight red. Just like the name of the show. Although we're not celebrating Weah's straight red, I can tell you that much. Just because it mimics our name. All right. Tim Ream back to Horvath. That was a little scary, but okay. All right. Scally pushed it a little bit higher right now. I'm thinking it's that theory where one back goes up, one back stays back.
I mean,
But
Scally's way up there, man.
So is Jedi.
Scally's all the way at the halfway line right now.
So is Jedi. Yeah.
We should have practiced a 3 center back formation at one point, don't you think?
Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? Uh-oh, this is what happens. We play 3 in the back. This is why you brought CCV on, because he's faster.
Well done, CCV.
That's good defense. Well, he just covered Ream's ass on that one big time. The El Salvadoran ref says something. Not sure what. Foul on somebody. Oh, boy. I still think we could get another goal here and eke this out. What's the holdup?
I thought they were making a sub, but then he cut back.
Who's Panama making a sub, maybe?
Yeah, they got something at halfway.
Are you reviewing something? What are we reviewing? This foul by CCV or non-foul? I bet you that's what they're reviewing right now. Oh, he totally went
No.
straight. He totally deked him. Went right through his legs.
That's fine. We knew that, but they were questioning the foul, and there was no foul. You got the ball.
Subs in Freddie Gondola. We like to have a party out.
Balogun's out now? No. Never mind. Why'd they say Balogun in that situation?
On the base, before Benjamin Harrison, we like to go out
I don't even know what you're trying to do there, Scally.
late at night and smoke weed on the gondola.
Eee.
Speaking of gondola. Gondola?
Yeah.
How do you pronounce it?
Gondola. And I'm right because I'm American, so makes sense.
Gondola, gondola.
Can you sing one of the songs that they sing when they pedal on the gondola? I don't know any Italian, so
I don't know any songs with gondola in it.
no. The thing is that when they're the guy's paddling the gondola and everything, he's always singing like an Italian song, like I don't know Italian, so I can't think of it.
I thought a gondola was like
Isn't that the Italian boat? The
no
little boat that goes through
it's a patio. It's like a little patio
what am I thinking of?
In the middle of a field. Like there's always a gondola. I might be wrong. Let's look it up. My brain is, basically mush. So all right,
a gondola is a boat.
It's
Are you thinking of a pergola?
I don't know what I'm thinking of now.
Yeah, gondola is the boat, the Italian boat that they go through like the canals with.
No shit.
That long fucking pole. A stick, not the person.
It's news to me. You're right. That is what it is. It's a flat bottom Venetian rowing boat.
Broken Heart says gondola is also what hangs from a hot air balloon. And are you thinking of gazebo?
Gazebo! That's what I'm thinking of.
Wow.
Gazebo. Gondola. Gazebo. Who knew?
They both start with a G. Good job.
They both end with a vowel.
And they both have letters.
Quite confusing for someone like me. Oh, boy. Gazebo, yeah. Jay says, Derek, you mean gazebo? He's right. I have 2 gondolas hanging. This is Alex Martinez.
No chance.
Oh, boy.
Maybe it was. I don't know. We'll see.
Let's see the replay. Was that inside the box? Inside the box? Outside the box? What are we looking at here? Can I see a fucking replay? You fucking idiots. God. Their replay ability here. Oh, here we go. Oh, boy. Did CCV hack him? Nope, never touched him.
Nope.
Check the replay, ref. Never touched him.
No, he was already down.
Yep.
That yellow card, that shit.
Yep, that's drama queen. That's drama queen shit.
Simulation.
This ref is such a clown, says Nate Michaels. Yeah. Especially when he's got to go check this. He's got to go check this. Surely the replay, the VAR crew will go, hey, dude, I think you need to look at this. They have a VAR check? Yes, they do.
I concur, broken. Embellishment.
This is definitely embellishment. Let's see if he gets a card for him, embellishment, though. Embellishment. Kicks it away and then just purposely dives over CCV and falls to the ground. Drags his feet across CCV's ass cheeks to make it look worse. Please, ref, do not blow this. Do not get this wrong. Do not get this wrong. He's laughing, so I think he saw the embellishment.
Pull that card out.
Pull the yellow out. Yeah, I haven't heard a single.
Not a single one.
I haven't heard a single public address in Copa.
At all. Never.
No.
Oh, you gotta hurt him.
We'll give him a card then, because he
drop
embellished.
ball? It's a goal. It's a goal kick then.
It's embellishment. Yep, it worked that time. The system worked. All right, for the 200 near 250 of you, make sure you like, subscribe, share with your grandma and your stepsister. Marsha. Wasn't Marsha the oldest one? The story of a lovely lady who was living with 3 girls of her own all at once. I don't know the lyrics, but that's how they became the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. They never really explain what happened to her relationship. They explain what happens to his, right? Doesn't his wife, he's a widower, I believe. They don't say anything about her. Like she never was married before. She just popped out all these baby girls.
Yeah.
They never explain that in the show. It just says she was living with 3 girls of her own.
I like how Strong just said Reina to Pulisic. You just confused Cardoso with Reina. I can see it happening, but I mean, Reina's not on the pitch, man.
Brian says she started banging the dad and her husband left her. She was a woman of the 70s. She was a woman of the 70s, so she was hairy.
She was hairy.
She's hairy down there.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
Well, they're definitely into shag rugs, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I'm really glad in our generation, my generation, ladies started trimming that shit.
You mean afterwards you do want to be doing this right here?
You mean all day? I can't get that fucking pubic hair out of my mouth, my back of my throat.
I haven't fucked her in a week. What the hell? Still here.
It won't come out. Guys started trimming that shit too back then. That's when that whole trend started in the 90s. The manscaping.
I got stopped at a strip club prior to this.
What's that?
There's a guy that had glitter like all down his face.
Oh.
So I said he stopped at a strip club before the game.
Yeah, you think so? Is there glitter at all strip shows?
That's the joke, is that strippers always have glitter on them. You can't get that shit off of you. So.
Oh, really? Huh. I used to live with a stripper. You know, in a big house. She was going to college. That's how she paid for college. Her name was Nisa. She's really cool. She was one of my 5 roommates in that big ass house.
Horvath, what the fuck?
That was pretty Matt Turner-esque, Horvath. We expect better from you, buddy.
Has Turner been Horvathing it up? I mean, we already have a Horvath, so on the bench.
Remember the old show when it wasn't live? Every time we brought up Horvath, I had a GIF that was about Horvaths.
Oh,
I don't think anybody got the joke.
No.
It's just saying that his name sounds a lot like Horvath. Horvath. Although it's a very common Hungarian name, Horvath. Very common. In fact, Horvath could have played for Hungary. He's just another dual nat on the U.S. soccer family tree. We got a lot of dual nats on this team.
The reason why we're getting outpowered in the midfield is because our back five are so fucking flat.
They're so flat.
How flat are they?
I mean, nothing against women without big boobs, but they're pretty flat. Actually, I could care less whether a woman has big boobs or not.
There it is. Oh, he may have been offside, though.
He tried to. He should have tried to cross that instead of shooting it, because that was a shot.
That's what we need from Pulisic, though. We need him to take a man or two on.
Time and score.
He was on too. Yeah, I thought he was off.
The score is 1-1. The time is 7:15, 17, 70, 19, 70, 20, 70, 21, 70, 22, 7, 23, 70, 24, 25, 26. 27, 28, 29, and 30 if you want to sync up, Tom.
So, Derek, we have 2 subs left. Who are you looking at? Because obviously we're going to get some tired legs here shortly. I imagine Bala's probably going to get subbed out.
You know, I was going to say that, but he still looks relatively fresh, surprisingly.
Yeah. He's definitely lively up there right now. I'm thinking McKinney's got to go soon.
Mm-hmm.
Who do we got in the midfield that's going to take? It has to be Haji. We got to get.
I bet you.
He's going to go defensive. It's going to be Musa. You're right, Musa. Good call.
Well, nope. Here comes Pepe. So no Sarge tonight.
No Sarge tonight.
No Sarge. Did I just see him say we're going to go to a 4-4-1? That's what it looked like to me. That's what it looked like from Greg. He held up the hand 4 right in front of the Pepe's face. So who goes up to play midfield? Jedi? And then you play Scally, CCV, Richards, and Ream in the back 4? We shall see.
You'd have to make a sub to remove somebody.
You don't really have to. You could move Richards out wide, right, to play right back. That looks like what he's done. Richards is playing right back. CCV and Ream have moved to the midfield. I think Scally's moved up, maybe.
He may just be up in that point, though.
Could be. We'll see how this stays.
Conche has a great point. I mean, I keep bringing up Haji, but Aronson might be a pretty good player in this sense.
I mean, if you need a little guy to run around like a freaking rabbit, yeah.
We just need the energy. Somebody who's going to make the runs and pressure, yeah.
Looks like defense. We're back to the 5-3-1. Yep,
yeah.
Flat 5 in the back. Listen, I get it. It just makes countering really difficult.
I'd bring Weston off, and I'd bring in somebody like Aronson or Haji at this point. Bring in some pace, bring in some lively legs. So when we do have those few chances in the attack, we have an opportunity.
Ooh, Jedi made an unfortunate stab, which left a big gap out wide. But we got possession. Let's see if Pepe can. Oh, hold on to it. Nope. They immediately took his ass out. Clear it. Okay.
Hold on, Horvath.
Horvath's got it. He flubbed the shot. He didn't get all of that.
I don't care. Good work, Horvath.
I mean, I do care. I'm glad he flubbed it.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Nice heel pass. McKenny almost right through his legs, too, McKenny. And Adam's cousin just holds on to that.
We actually have numbers in the attack. Look at that.
This is good.
Scally up there and Jedi, too.
Cross from Jedi to the goalkeeper. Shit. If you're going to make a pass like that, you might as well recycle it. So we have some possession in time to take a breather. I realize we want to hit in the transition.
Hey, Derek. I think you started something.
Horvath to the rescue. And I used to have, what is that chick? doing the butt twerking over a water fountain. That was the gif. Like a half-naked chick twerking over a fountain. Every time we said the word Horvath. Oh, not to mention the bench jokes we did about him.
Yeah, yeah.
We would have.
Oh Lord!
What's the butt cream? What's the butt cream that you use when you got
like the
hemorrhoids? Yeah, what's that called?
Preparation H.
There you go. Every time we would bring him up, we'd have the Preparation H graphic up because we'd be doing the Americans Abroad report. And Horvath spent all 90 minutes on the bench again in Belgium this weekend. So Reem came over to get some sort of message from, I didn't see who it was. Might have been Greg. I don't know what they're doing. They're trying to do, I think on offense, they want to play a 4-4-1, but on defense, they're going to stick with the 5-3-1. All right, Pulisic's going to take this. We got CCV up there. We got
names up right now.
We got the big boys up. Oh boy, this could be a counter. This could be a counter. Horvath was wide awake to it. Oh my God, he almost blew that little pass.
I actually don't mind Horvath trying that, but man, we did not react quick enough to that shit. Oh,
yeah. Should Horvath be the new starter, even with a healthy Turner? Sean, I don't know that. I mean, there are people who think so. I don't think it really matters what we think because I think it's pretty obvious that Turner is Greg's number one.
Yeah.
So me making an argument about it wouldn't do any of us any good.
Steve Marston says, looking the game through, who replaces Weah? Aronson, who else?
You might.
I honestly think Haji's going to come out left and Pulisic's going to go right.
Exactly. That's exactly what I
really
was
think
going
that's
to
what's
say.
going to happen.
Yep. And we haven't seen any Haji yet. No Haji so far in this tournament, which is odd since he's scored a lot of goals for us recently. Oh, good.
Get in there, Peppy.
Yes, Jedi, get a hold of that. Oh, I'm not sure that's going to work. It is going to work.
Oh, dude, a touch. Come on. Pulisic's touch is heavy, man.
That was like brick feet there. Little heavy touch, my man.
Little heavy.
Well, either way, if this state's tied or we lose, let's say we lose this. This has turned into a really, really complicated situation.
Go, Scally, go. It's a safe assumption that Bolivia is going to lose to Uruguay.
Yeah. I think Bolivia might get hammered tonight.
That shit's going to have to hit the fan if it's going to be the other way around.
Although I will say this, Bolivia at home has played Uruguay quite tough in the past.
Well, isn't Bolivia an elevation issue?
Yes, but they're not at home, and everybody will be able to breathe tonight.
Is their game in Denver right here?
Is it La Paz, usually in Bolivia?
I'm talking about here, though.
Oh, here it's the same stadium we're playing in right now.
I was jokingly saying Denver.
Oh, Denver is nowhere close to La Paz.
No, but it's the closest it can get here, though.
Yeah, that's true. There's a reason they play that shit up there. Opponents can't breathe. All right. Big kick up the field by Horvath. Let's see if we can settle it so we can take a breather here for a second at least with some possession. I don't like going far back, though, because now Horvath has really no choice but to hammer it back up the field. McKenny with a good settle. Scally.
I like this so far.
Scally to Johnny. Johnny over to Pulisic.
There we go.
Pulisic down the line. Come on. Oh, I thought for sure he was going to get there.
I'm wondering if that was actually a pass back the more I think about it. Looking at that Jedi assist. I don't know. That made me think it. God, that goal, though, man. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I'm really surprised.
We should still be up 1-0.
That squeaked through. I mean, Wales really, he's going to have a hard time sleeping tonight. Let's just put it that way. Just like I did last night. Because guess what? I was out of Canada Dry. So I went to the corner gas station. They didn't have Dick. The only thing I could find was
Does the corner gas station usually have Dick?
Yes, lots of it. Only thing I could find was Coke Zero. And that
there you go. That's not going to be great at the end of the night. That's silly.
It's not. It's just slammed with lots of caffeine and
artificial sugars and stuff. Yeah,
it's the caffeine. I couldn't get to sleep.
Yeah, the Broken Furnace says they had Dick's Mayo.
Oh, you know what? We have a new sponsor. I forgot about it. It is Dick's Mayo. Duke's. That is our new sponsor. Duke's Mayo, or as Derek likes to refer to us, Dick's Mayo. All right, pass to Pepe.
Nice
with
ball,
a great
Pepe.
layoff. Great layoff.
Oh my God! Have you touched me? You got around it? You around it?
Chip it! Head it in!
Yeah.
Oh,
No!
He just couldn't get anything on that.
Oh my God!
I think he was falling back.
He was definitely going back on that. Yeah.
Oh my
no.
God! Who made the chip pass? And who chipped that to Pepe?
That was McKinney.
That's great. That's a great pass.
Yeah.
Did Chad make an argument we missed?
It says, I remember U.S. being less technical side, but competing. Being a man down is not an excuse for this concession to a draw.
Yeah.
Pretend like you intend to win with better subs and formation. GG.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of dropping into a 5-3-1. I just think that's so conservative.
Well, you know my thought process as far as parking the bus, so.
Yeah, I think a 4-4-1 was looking a lot better in the first half.
We were creating chances, had opportunities. It was stupid that we switched that early in the game.
Yep. Now we can't even get out of our own end. We can't get possession. Jesus.
Well done, Scally. Get in there.
Nice.
Get in there. There it is, McKinney. Was that
Nice.
McKinney?
Yep.
That was McKinney, yeah.
He's got bigger hair. That's the only reason I can tell. He's got bigger hair than other people.
If you play 5 defense, then push the other players. Conceding, cowardice, frog-like.
Jedi with a horrible clearance that led to where we are right now. Trying to play over Jedi's shoulder.
Yeah, please.
Jesus Christ!
God damn it.
You could see that coming. You could see it coming. And now we don't have a whole lot of subs. What do? Take CCV out and put another forward in? You need a goal.
Well, you have to pull somebody out, yeah. You have to bring in Haji, bring in Sarge, bring one of those two in at this point. You got to go on the attack. Because at this point, who cares if we lose 3-1? Does it really matter? Hold on. Does it really matter? I don't think it would.
I think going this conservative right at the half was dumb. That was dumb.
Wait, was he?
See, no, he's on sides. He's on sides. It's a great finish by the dude, whoever the fuck that was. Although it did hit Horvath in the hands. Right there. But his hands...
I'm kind of impressed that he reacted that quick to it, to tell you the truth.
His hands were a little floppy. A little floppy. Like hamburger helper. hands. You just need to stand tall and true. All right, time to make a sub, guys. We can't keep playing a 5-3-2, a 5-3-1, excuse me. I know, I'm sure Greg was talking to BJ, and he's like, yeah, we'll play 3 in the back, and we'll let Scally and Jedi get way further up the field. Hasn't happened. We've been locked back in this back 5, playing defense. Not a back 3.
I don't know if Chair Burke is ahead of us, but he says U.S. Army has arrived. Here comes Sergeant.
I hope you're right, brother. I want to see me some Sergeant. But it's a little late in the game. There are only 6 minutes left.
Yeah, I know.
It's a little late in the game. Yeah, I mean, Panama with a man up can just boot it around all night here now. Oh, God. Brett, I think we could get grouped.
It's going to require us to actually get a win against Uruguay at this point.
But then, people are going to say, well, it wasn't Greg's fault.
Jesus, not only that, we're in a situation now, though, that if we need to get a win against Uruguay, that we're going to have to score some goals, like heavy goals, because they're playing Bolivia, and they're going to go down the goal differential if they get the win.
Yeah, they're going to be 2 wins. So Sergeant in, Ream out. Back to a 4-4. No, to a 4-3-2. That would be my guess.
He's got to go 4-3-2. Yeah, 100%.
Pulisic with a lob in to CCV, who does get ahead on it, but it's a clusterfuck. And here come Panama on the counter. Oh, boy. Goal kick. That's Gondola with that horrible pass. Maybe he should be on the boat. All righty.
Yeah, Derek, are we, after this game's over, are we doing a post-game match coverage, recorded show?
Good. Or you just do it live.
I say we do the recorded.
I mean, listen, I guess we can keep trying to do the recorded, but it's weird. Every time we do a recorded show, as I say, it doesn't show up on my feed.
There's a card and a half.
Oh, boy. Pulisic got all up in that guy's grill. Hopefully he doesn't get he might get a yellow.
I don't care if he gets yellow.
For bumping him. Well, it's even Steven now, but here's the problem, folks. There's 3 minutes left in this game. 3 minutes. But Cascaria with the foul. Panamanians wasting time arguing with the ref. Oh, that was nasty. That was nasty. Oh, my God. He just
what was he shaking his hand for?
He just outright kicked him. Wow.
His response was a shoulder into the chest. There was nothing.
Yeah, that's
no.
He called him a bitch.
Yeah.
He did.
But that's the pissed off mentality I need Pulisic to play with. That fire in his eye that he had there, that's what I want to see.
I could read lips. Richard's got a yellow somewhere in that skirmish.
No, yeah, he got because he came up and he pushed and did a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Fuck, outright kick too. Pulisic, are you not watching the game, Tom? The dude out Carrasquilla. Squilla or Squilla. Carrasquilla. Squilla. Just outright kicked him. Nowhere near the ball. Just kicked Pulisic in the ankle. Say who got kicked for. Oh, Tom, you must not be watching the game. You're just listening to our broadcast without watching the game. We're not really play-by-play. we do some play-by-play. But, I mean, I didn't know you weren't watching the game.
Yes, bad.
My bad, brother. I thought you were watching a watch-along. This is when you watch the game together. If this were radio, which I guess you're relying on us to be, we could do more.
I guess the good news is he's out for Bolivia. So there's that.
He's what? Who is?
The guy who just got the red card. I mean, that's very light silver lining.
That's about as light as it gets. Okay, not a great set piece, and now a counter immediately by Panama.
Offside.
Lucky that was a bad pass. Go get
Sergeant.
it, Sart.
Go, Sergeant. High kick. High kick. You butt kicked him in the face.
That'd be a dangerous play.
Yes.
All right, only 4 extra minutes. Only 4.
That was less than the first half.
Finally, the offsides was called.
Where's the high kick from earlier? Sergeant almost lost the ear.
Yeah, they don't really call that.
Who's here? Who's here?
They don't really call that very often.
Only when it's not convenient for the rest of us.
Horvath all the way up, out wide. Nope, in the middle, in the guts. Man, this is asking a lot of Cardoso to play.
Yeah.
Essentially all the defense by himself. He is getting back. He's basically playing center back right now. Jedi trying to get the possession. Taken away by Pepe. Nice. Well done. Let's move. Let's move. Not sure that's the ball I would have played. Nice.
Well done, Jedi.
Come on, Jedi. Pass. Oh,
another foul.
He hacked him. Who was
Ooh,
open
Jedi
out
was
left?
still there.
Who was open out left? Somebody was open. Is that Pulisic?
I think it was Pepe right now. Pulisic was back. I think it was Pepe. No, Pepe's right there.
Pepe's in the middle. It was
Had
Pulisic out left.
Had been Sargent. No, Pulisic was back, man. I think. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, they won't show us the goddamn replay from far.
We don't have another sub. Sargent was our last sub.
No more subs.
No more. Got like 2 minutes left. It doesn't matter.
Erling Haaland's right. That should have been a quicker pass from Jedi. He waited too long.
I agree.
That guy was wide open out left. All right, Jedi's going to cross it now. A relatively flat cross. Go get it. McKennie's got it. He gets hacked. Oh, that's a yellow. Yes, a yellow comes out for Gondola. Should have stayed on the boat, baby.
The hell got dropped there?
I don't know.
That tackle looked like he kind of left his feet, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm seeing things.
Let's see. He did leave his feet.
That was a horrible tackle. Horrible tackle.
Yeah, that's a red. All right, we're running out of time, people. Horvath is up in the box. This often ends horribly when the goalie comes up. Ends up in a breakaway going the other direction. The goalie can't get back. Oh,
yeah,
shit.
Not this time, Derek, but
McKennie got his head on it, but not enough.
I think it was Richards. Yeah, it was Richards.
1 minute left. American fans beside themselves in the crowd. Not going to get a Jamaica moment, I don't think, here, folks.
Fuck no. Not going to happen.
It wasn't.
They're going to CONCACAF the shit out of this last 30 seconds, man.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a little too high. A couple inches lower, Richards can head that down. It's just a little too hot for him, Pulisic. Oh, shit, Jedi
Take a second, man.
He just gave that away. Okay, let's go. Oh, foul.
I don't know. I think he kicked the ball, and then I don't know.
Well, this is going to make that Uruguay game pretty interesting, isn't it? All right, for the almost 300 of you in here, make sure you like, subscribe, share it with your grandma. Game over.
All right, let's see here. Standings. So Panama's got a -1 goal differential right now. We got a +1. Means, all right, close this out. I don't need this playing my eardrum. So this means that we need to beat. Obviously, we need to beat Uruguay.
Yes,
because Panama's going to beat Bolivia.
Yes.
Big question's going to come down to goal differential in the end.
If Panama beat Bolivia, period, which is going to happen, we have to go beat Uruguay.
No. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to win, but then it's always going to come down to goal differential. So, let's hold this off until the recorded show that we're going to put out tomorrow, people. So I appreciate everybody who's here. 291 of you guys in the end.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we should give some sort of assessment here, though.
Okay, we can do this. We can do a quick assessment.
I mean, the fact that
there are two big fuck ups here, right? Two big fuck ups.
Two. Weah dropping into a 5-3-1 and after halftime.
Weah and Greg, they're the two big fuck ups in this game. 100%. Greg's not at fault for Weah, so don't go about it's not Berhalter's fault that Weah did that. 100% agree, but it was Berhalter's fault for going super fucking uber defensive.
Yep.
At the half.
The 4-4-1 was working just fine. The switch to the 4-4-1 was just fine.
Fuck, hell.
Then you go to a 5-3-1. We got no midfield to speak of. All they do is dominate the ball for the whole second half, and we look like we just bunkered. And, I can understand. I can understand, let's say after 70 minutes in the 4-4-1 and looking at the clock and going, all right, well, there's 20 minutes left. We tried to score for an extra 20 minutes here in the second half. It's not working. Let's just bunker for a 1-1 tie or like the last 10 minutes. Okay. But to start bunkering right after halftime, and maybe that wasn't the philosophy or the idea that we're going to bunker.
You go to a 5-back, you're basically doing that. Yes. We've never played the three. We have like one, maybe two games. We played the 3 center back. Going back to
last one was Honduras.
Yeah. By going to this now, you're basically saying we're bunkering, we're accepting the draw. And you know what? It almost paid off. It almost paid off in the end because they almost got the draw, but one play. And that's my issue with the parking the bus mentality that late in the game or that early in the game is you're just granting Panama chance after chance after chance after chance. And eventually one's going to go in. Somebody's going to flub. It's going to happen.
Yep. A lot of people chiming in. Bunkering at half is stupid. Yes. Dumb. Lala says that if we get group, Greg's going to lose his job. I don't know about that. He should lose his job, but you got it.
Here's the big thing. If we lose Greg, we're also going to be losing BJ because he's going to Nashville at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we are going to have to go out and get somebody brand spanking new, which could be good.
I mean, there are people available right now.
Yeah.
So,
let's break the bank. Let's pay Emma a little bit more, and let's go with it. Let's see.
You can sign a decent coach for $4 million. A lot of the coaches in Copa are $4 million.
Yeah. Yeah. Lawless said that before. Like once Greg got the job back, he said that his job's going to hinge on, in his opinion, his job is going to hinge on his results in Copa.
Greg said it Lawless said it on our show.
Yeah. Greg. Well, he said that earlier when he interviewed Greg. He talked about the importance of his results in Copa. So, yeah, it's what a shit show. What a fucking shit show this was.
I mean, I feel bad ending this now that there are 400 people in here. out of nowhere. We went for like 300.
Okay.
300.
Do you want to just do the live and not do the recorded? We can do that. That's fine. I'm fine with that.
Let's stay live. Chad just sent us a super chat too. Yep. If you want your comment to be read for 100%, super chat us. We will read it. Chad says for $5, I bet we beat Uruguay so that we keep Greg. Then we flame out and get knocked out in the group stage at the World Cup.
I mean, we could flame out in this group. We could lose to Uruguay or tie them and still keep Greg. But yeah, I don't know. This was an issue. It's kind of weird hearing Lawless talk in my ear.
So Lawless,
and again, there's a little piece of me that said, fine, let's do it. If we're really going to do it and put the feet to the fire, awesome. Here it comes. We thought it was going to come later. It's going to come now. So tune into that game.
all right.
For me, two things. I'm surprised not to see Musa. I thought he would have came on.
Yeah, I was a little surprised not to see Musa.
I'm really surprised Musa wasn't in there, yeah.
Moving to a back five, I was really shocked by that after halftime. Exactly. I agree with Dempsey. I didn't think Balogun looked that tired yet. Look at these final possession stats, 73-27. Holy Jesus.
What was the possession?
73-27 for them, for Panama.
And that's the big difference, though, because when we had those stats against Canada and lost in Canada, and Berhalter came out like, "Oh, we dominated, but it just didn't go our way." This time, Panama can say that they dominated, and it did go their way.
Again, the big issue here, two things. Weah with the dumb foul.
Okay.
And here are all my friends texting me now. Okay.
I looked at my phone thinking it was me, but yeah.
I have my friends.
My friends are in the chat right now, Derek.
Yeah, well, this is a former drummer of my band.
Yeah.
Let me see. He says, "Was that a bad loss?" Yes.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Chad for another 5 says, U.S. men's national team players, you are the best I have seen, and you can do this regardless of coaching. Be leaders and take strides to move past terrible coaching.
Yeah, that's too conservative. I don't know why you come out. We were playing a 4-4-1. It looked fine. I would guess the possession was probably more like 60-40, maybe 65. To have that number jump all the way up to 73, that's all you need to know. Because we barely had the ball in the second half because we had 3 midfielders.
Chuck, I hope you meant to say Ballo and Pulisic, perhaps, not Weah and Pulisic. Weah did not do good this game.
Yeah, that was a pretty poor decision on Weah's part.
I think you probably meant Ballo, is my guess. And yes, I responded to Frank on Twitter today because he's like, "Hey, is Ballo not performing? Blah blah." And I'm like, "Yeah, he's performing great since Weah left the pitch because he's finally able to play his style of soccer.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, Weah can run between the lines and hope for those long balls that are going to split the seams. And it almost worked a couple of times."
If you scroll back up, somebody said something about this being all the players' fault.
Name, maybe?
I don't think so.
Weah lost composure and forced this man down. How? Okay, no.
No, that's not it. It's not that far up.
Oh, okay.
It's more recent. It was on the screen.
You can scroll up too, man. Tell me who it was, man.
I think it was Leverdad. He says Reyna gave the ball away for our goal. Say something about
it's the dumb fucking players who fucked us. Yes and no. Again, I want to say 100% that it was
a stupid
Weah
foul.
that really fucked us over. I mean, that really fucked us over in the game. We I can almost guarantee that we were going to win that match if he did not get that red card. If we had a full-fledged squad out there, okay. I think we could have still won the game, even being a man down for 3/4 of a fucking match. If we did not bunker at the 45th minute.
It's just the weirdest time to go to a 5-3-1. That's just conceding the ball to the opponent. And you don't do that starting at half. Maybe if the game's still 1-1 and there's 10 minutes to go, you're like, well, fuck it. Let's throw an extra defender in there and make sure it's 1-1. But to play like that for 45 minutes is just asking the other team to have all the possession, have all the crosses, have all the chances, and you get nothing but, a small handful of counters.
Mm-hmm.
And, the concept would be, I'm sure, maybe they were thinking, well, if we play 3 in the back, we can move Jedi and Scally further up the field. But that never happened much because we were busy in our 5-3-1 playing defense the whole time.
Well, okay, so we'll address Labrador here in just a second. But yeah, the reason why we were always on defense, and we talked about this during the match, when we broke back to parking the bus, the 5-3-1 or whatever the fuck it was. The reason why is because we were constantly losing out in the midfield. And why were we losing out in the midfield? Because our back 5 were as flat as fucking possible.
Flat. We
had no opportunity. Our center 3 had no chance in hell to run that at all.
Nope.
It would have been Pulisic, McKinney, and Cardoso. No, they were outnumbered horrifically.
Yep.
So this was, as much as I agree with Lumber, this is 3 times that our players have been unprofessional. 3 bad times have really fucked us too.
2 deaths, 1 where.
Yeah. It's just,
I'd still like to see a different angle on the replay to see if Weah meant to hit him in the head.
Oh, you're saying like maybe to push off type of thing is what you're saying earlier?
I really think he tried to push him, and instead he ended up hitting him in the head. Could
be. I don't know. From the replay alone, it looked at it, so. But,
Balogun right now.
Yeah.
We expected physicality, but in so many ways, it seemed to go to another level. How would you describe it out there?
The physicality.
Yeah. Yeah. In the end, I'm not criticizing Greg as far as the Balogun foul. The red card is his own fuckery, and yes, it's another player that's fucked us over.
Weah foul.
Did it come out?
No, the Weah foul. You said Balogun foul.
Oh, sorry, I don't mean to say Balogun. Yeah, the Weah foul totally fucked us over. So it boils down to 2 fucks don't make right. I guess I don't know.
Right.
I mean we were still, even being a man down, we were still creating opportunities in a 4-4-1. Why did we go into the halftime saying, let's play out for the draw right now?
Yeah.
Why not come out on the offense, try to create some chances, maybe take the 3 points, and then if it doesn't work out, maybe in the 60th minute, then that's when you bring on the other sub and you say, hey, let's go defensive.
Yeah, it was too soon for me. I mean, we said it as we called the game live. Why are we moving to a 5-3-1? Why? The 4-4-1 was working just fine. Chad says our players aren't thugs. Ref, no call, Turner foul. Yeah, I regret the ref let this game get super physical. The continuous fouling by Panama usually adds up to more cards because it's, it's continuous foul after foul after foul after foul. Usually the ref starts just handing him out and saying, listen, you guys are doing this too much, so now everybody's getting a yellow. I don't care if it wasn't you before, but you're getting one because it's persistent fouling by the whole team. So Chad's right on that. Our players aren't thugs, and I don't think – I would be really shocked when you look at the replay that I've seen so far on the way of foul, he's not even looking at the dude. He's looking at where the ball is, and he just pushes his hand out to push the guy in the shoulder, and he ends up hitting him right in the head.
Before I can say yay or nay to that, I'd have to see the replay over and over again because I mean, from the replays they showed, it looks like it was a smack across the back of the head. And who knows? Maybe he was reaching the push out, but it did look like a.
It looked high. I'm not going to deny that. If you're going to do this, you better make sure you're doing it down to the shoulders and not up to the head. And that's what happened.
So stupidity has hurt us in the past and has hurt us today.
Yes,
I will say in Weah's defense, they talked about at halftime. We talked about during the game. It's very uncharacteristic of him.
It is.
I haven't really seen him retaliate, lash out, do anything that would make me sit here and think, "Oh, this is what we should expect from Weah." You know,
I don't.
This is actually what the fuck happened here.
That's the first red card of Weah's career.
Yeah.
I've looked it.
Maybe I don't know.
I haven't looked it up, but I can almost guarantee you it's close to his first. Maybe he got one many, many years ago or whatever that I don't know about. But in all of my coverage of Yanks abroad, one thing that I've never had to say on our show for 3 years at least is Weah got a red card and was out of the game in the 65th minute or whatever. I've never had to say that. So this was just let's see what Adam says here real quick. Hold on, people. I got to hear this.
Real quick, John says, Pepe for Balogun was inexcusable, need pace to counter with.
What comes to mind? You're just in the locker room. What's been said?
Yep.
What hasn't been said? Emotional roller coaster, like you said. But we said that's soccer at the end of the day. We know what we signed up for and playing in Copa America. We knew it was going to be a fight. Credit to Panama. They did their job. They got the result. Obviously, I think moving forward, we need to control our emotions in certain situations. I think the team fought for everything after we got the red card. Definitely can't fault the effort. But yeah, by winning the first game, we put ourselves still in a position that we can have all to play for in the last game.
Did Tim Weah say anything to the group and you guys all get in there?
Yeah, I mean, you never need to get a red card under no circumstances. He's not that type of person. He apologized to the team, and again, just respect to the rest of the team because they fought for every single ball, every single duel, every single minute.
All right.
Still created chances after going down 10 minutes.
He's doing his typical Adams things where he repeats himself over and over again.
Yep. We didn't learn anything.
It's great to listen because I mean it's funny because he'll make the point and then he'll say something else and then he'll repeat that same first point and then the next question he'll say what the answer is and then he'll repeat that first point again over and over again. I don't know.
Bolivia, the victory
All right.
was all but assured a quarterfinal berth, and it was as chaotic of an opening 26 minutes.
Okay, now they're doing replays. We'll see.
Could you mute? I don't think anything's coming up there.
There's Lawless in the crowd. Oh,
so yeah,
Lawless.
Fair enough. What a great cosplay that is.
He's been there for every game.
Yeah,
that's too bad that first goal for McKennie didn't count. But let's see if we get a different angle of the way of foul. That's what I really want to see. I've seen one angle or two. One's way far away, and the other one I couldn't really see. And then that hammering of Matt Turner. I mean, how that's not a yellow card, I just don't get it. I
mean, I have to I hate blaming the refs, and I don't want to blame the ref on this by any means. This is our own fuckery.
Here we go.
We did this ourselves.
Here it is.
Okay. Well, I'll let it play out here.
Oh, see, he's not even looking at the dude. Let me see. Here's Weah. Oh, he does just smack him right in the back of the fucking head.
It's a smack. It's a hell of a smack, yeah.
I think he means to get him in the midriff, the back, but it ends up being too high. What a goal by Ballo, though. Mm-hmm. That's a hell of a goal.
But I mean, you take into consideration early in the game, you have the foul against Turner. You have all the yanks and tugs and pulls and rips of Balogun. And I think there was one yellow card for one of those fouls.
Yeah.
Whereas something will happen. I mean, even the Jedi foul, that was a yellow card, I felt was a little harsh in comparison to some of the stuff that was happening prior to that. So I don't know. I really feel like the ref lost control, and I hate when you start relying on cards to regain control because it never does. It usually only continues at that point.
That first goal that Panama got was very fortunate.
Yeah.
Getting through Richard's legs like that. And then he was ready to give the penalty kick for the CCV non-existent foul. So I'm glad that VAR saved us from that humility. Why that guy doesn't get a yellow for simulation, I do not understand. This pass for McKennie was great, but unfortunately for Pepe, he was going backwards. And ended up just being it's people crying in the crowd, kids crying in the crowd. Never like to see kids crying.
I love seeing the passion, though.
Yep.
It's good that they're that emotionally attached to it.
And listen, people are going to say that Horvath had floppy hamburger hands there. Would have been nice to see him touch it over the bar.
That's tough, though. I mean, that quick deflection occurred at the 6, and he was right there on the line. That's a quick ball coming at you, man. I'm actually kind of impressed that he reacted well enough to it just to get a hand on it. I would hope that his hands would be a little firmer, but that's me hoping. I can shit in one hand and hope in the other hand see what fills up first.
I like that Pulisic, when he got fouled, got up and was pissed.
Yeah.
But he did it smart. He just did a chest-to-chest ball.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, he didn't punch the dude or, headbutt him. Now it's my brother texting.
Yeah.
2-1 loss to Panama. Hopefully not the omen of things to come for... I'm not even going to talk about what he said after that.
So, looking to the Uruguay game, where we need to get a result at this point.
We need a win.
We need, when I say result, I meant to win. I didn't really mean a result as a draw, because that is a result too. But we need a win. You're right.
Because
I do want to talk about who we could possibly see in this lineup.
Sounds like we might be using Horvath if that's a serious injury to Turner.
I'm going to go ahead and assume that it is an injury to Turner, and we're going to go with Horvath on that.
I mean, Jedi's going to stay out left. Scally's going to stay out right. I don't think any of that's changing. Ream.
Man, Ream and Richards have been... I don't necessarily have any more confidence in our other center backs at this point.
Right.
But Ream and Richards definitely have not been that great at all this cup.
It's not been great, no. I don't think he switches that much. I still think it's Adams.
I still think it's going to be Adams, and I think it's going to be
Reyna
sitting further back for whatever reason.
And McKennie.
And then West, yeah.
The sad part about all this is, you got a guy named Musa who didn't even see a minute tonight.
Yeah,
because we went to a back 5 instead of sticking to a 4-4-1.
So I'm thinking Haji is going to go out left and probably Pulley out right. Do you disagree?
Nope. I think that's probably what's going to happen. And he's going to stick with Balogun.
I don't see why Flo would not start at this point.
He scored.
This last match, scored in both games, yeah.
Right.
And this last match, I think, was arguably one of his best, in my opinion.
Yep.
It's a shame that it required Weah to get a red card before it showed up, but that only showed up because Greg had to go revert to that. He had to revert to a 4-4-1, playing a very direct game, which benefited Flo. How long did we say this? That he's everybody who watches him play. How does Greg go so long by simply saying like, we just got to figure out how to utilize Balogun. It hasn't come to us yet how we're going to do it, but we got to figure it out. That doesn't make any fucking sense. We all see it. We all know how he plays.
Right.
So
Placata says this is the most overrated U.S. team in my life. I don't know about that. I mean, some people do overrate them, obviously. I don't know what that means. Everything's relative.
Yeah.
We've been critical of the players when they played poorly. Critical of Greg.
that the biggest thing missing from this team, quite frankly, is that grit. We talked about it with Ronaldo. We talked about it with Wallace. That grit is the grit that we had for all the years prior to this squad is what we're missing. Because they're all very talented. I think our defense is probably our least talented, quite frankly. But they're all very talented in their roles. They should easily be able to do it. But we're missing something, and I think it's just that grit. It's that determination, that heart, that desire.
Little chip on the shoulder.
Yeah.
It's missing. There's no doubt. I think Carly talks about it. Carly Lloyd talks about it a lot more than everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
She's right. That is the part that's missing. In this case, however, going to a 5-3-1 at halftime was also a horrible idea. It just was. Did the players, I think they tried to grit it out. I mean, there are players with grit on this team. But Adams came off at halftime. Pulisic, but after that, it's really hard for me to name another player with grit.
I'm going to bring this up. I'll come back to your comment here in just a second, Leverdad. Chuck says for $4.99 says start Adams and waste the sub is really stupid. Should just use sorry, it's moving on me. Should just use someone else from the start. By the time they feel the game, it's pointless. So, is starting Adams an issue for us right now?
I mean, if Adams could go 60, 65, seems like that would make a lot more sense than pulling him off at halftime, time after time.
The big question there, I guess, would be would starting Johnny or would starting Musa in place of him be better because you're guaranteed a much longer return on investment?
Yeah, I mean, you could start those guys and have Adams come in for the last 30 to shut down. Like in this game, that would have been a better idea. You bring Adams in the second half to shut it down when you want to keep your 1-1 tie. On the other hand, you didn't have that option. Mm-hmm. And you do have a guy like Musa who's really good at carrying the ball forward that's not playing at all. And bringing Cardoso was a much more defensive option than anything else. It was a supposed like for like for Adams, right?
Yeah.
But he's not a like for Adams. He's not. Cardoso's not a destroyer. And then you're playing a 5-3-1, so he's going to be outnumbered. I mean, is Pulisic really that kind of midfielder in a 5-3-1? No, he's not. He did his job. He did as good as he could. I think McKennie did as good as he can, although he is an actual natural midfielder. Pulisic, you're forcing a winger to play midfield and defense for the whole second half. So, I mean, a lot didn't go right, and I think it was so premature to go that defensive that fast. It's unfortunate. We lost the game. Labradad 199 says McKennie to MLS and lose Copa. Golden generation. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the golden generation thing. I think that's probably overdoing it. I think maybe a silver generation. It's too early to call it a golden one. They got to prove that.
At this point, if we wait any longer, they're no longer going to be a generation at all because it's just going to come and go.
Right.
Behind the golden generation is that you have it would have been called the golden generation as of last cycle because you're sitting there like, this is going to be the one that's going to give us everything.
They got till 2030.
Yeah.
They
may pan out. Everybody talks about the long game here, unfortunately, instead of looking at the now. And again, the squad that played tonight would have gotten the result. They would have, with the tactics at hand. And I'll still claim that one thing I dislike that Berhalter is doing on a consistent basis is how he's using Reyna.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying that Reyna's perfect by any means throughout the match. He's had a couple flubs here. He had some good defensive plays. He makes some passes, whatever. But he is sitting too fucking far back to be useful.
When you go down a man, I think Reyna did fine in the 4-4-1. So I think the 4-4-1, while not perfect because you're down a man, was much more effective. And I think I feel like I'm saying this over and over again, going to a 5-3-1 was just concession. It's just it's retreat.
That's all it is.
It's saying, yeah, we're just going to play for a tie.
Yeah.
Whereas, you could have brought Musa in. You could have brought other folks in that were willing to run and play defense. You could have moved Reyna more centrally and McKennie out wide. So when, Cardoso gets possession, he's got Reyna nearby to drop the ball off to advance it. Or you could play Musa more centrally, and Musa would carry the ball forward. But yeah, 5-3-1's just surrender. That's what that is.
It was. Yeah.
Yep. Jesse Negron says for $4.99, 2 options after Uruguay game. They get a win or they don't. And Greg probably gets fired. I'm good either way. Listen, everybody. There is absolutely zero guarantee that if we get grouped, that Greg's going to get fired. I know that everybody else is saying it now. The Lawlesses, the Max Breddases, people we know. We actually like those two guys personally. As people, we don't agree with them 100% of the time or even 80% of the time. But there was absolutely zero chance or there's no absolute confirmation that Betty Crocker is going to look at Greg and say, you know what? Greg can't cook the muffins. He can't. He doesn't know how to make the batter. Right? I think he might say, listen, way I got the red card, it's not really Greg's fault that we got grouped. Because this Uruguay game, we're not supposed to win it. And if Greg wins it, you can guarantee your ass Greg's keeping his job. For sure.
Yeah. Pagata says if Lawless and Max Breddos say it, at least there might be some pressure on Betty Crocker.
Yeah, they're not the only ones saying it. All the mainstream guys are now saying it. That if we get grouped, Greg's got to go.
Yeah.
It took them all ages to get there. Miola, Jimmy Conrad, all people we've had on our show, by the way. And we like all those guys. But it just took everybody a long time to get to the point where they're like, well, if we get grouped, Greg's got to go. We've been saying that forever. You can't get grouped in this group. Can't happen. Who are we kidding? We can lose 3-0 and GG isn't getting fired. Yeah, Jorge, there is no guarantee Betty's going to fire Greg, even if we get beat 2-0 versus Uruguay and we go out of this tournament early. A tournament on our home soil. Not necessarily with the stadiums filled with most of our fans, but regardless, you're still playing at home. And that was a real chicken shit decision at halftime by Greg.
Yep. Doesn't matter that we're man down.
And you could say, well, maybe BJ made that decision. We don't know. We'll never probably know.
No, because anytime BJ made a decision when he was coaching the team, everybody talked about how it was actually Berhalter pulling the strings. Remember that? No, this is all Greg decision. It was hey guys, we're gonna go into this. Let's just get the draw. That means we just need to get any result against Uruguay tomorrow, our next game.
Yeah.
But so dumb.
Somebody were saying that we should not lose to Panama, period. Yes, I agree, Lefty. But then again, we lost to Trinidad and Tobago as well with a man down.
Yeah, shouldn't have lost them either. Even with 2 men down, we should have still beaten that Trinidad and Tobago team. That was a really poor performance reaction to the red card.
Untouchable says, if Jesse March goes through and we get grouped, I swear to God. I mean, the chances of Canada going through look really good right now for them.
God, we're supposed to go into this next match comfortable as shit.
And remember that Jesse's words essentially saying they screwed me over at U.S. Soccer. They essentially told me I had the job, and then he doesn't say that. People we know behind the scenes say essentially they offered him the job verbally and then yanked it out from under him last second. Like the deal was as good as done. So yeah, he feels like he got treated dirty by U.S. Soccer. Is Jesse going to say he took the Canada job because he's excited about vindictively making Greg look worse and making U.S. Soccer look like fools? He's not going to say that publicly. But I'm sure Jesse Marsh, if you knew him as a player, was a player who played with a huge chip on his shoulder. That's a guy who plays with a chip. He's also going to coach like he's got a chip too.
Yeah.
So,
and remember, Jesse's got a gun. So
what? What song is that?
Jesse's got a gun.
I hate that song. That's Aerosmith. Not a big Aerosmith fan. Sorry. If you like them, that's fine. I'm cool with that. I do like some Aerosmith songs.
Is it Aerosmith? Yeah. Just Janie's got a gun. Is that
Janie's got a gun?
Yeah.
You know what song I hate by that band? Love in an Elevator.
Yeah.
Loving an elevator. Getting it up while we're going down. Is that what he sings? Getting it up while we're going down? I think it's something like that. I mean, come on, dude. That's the height of cheesy lyrics. Getting it up while we're going down. All right. Love in an elevator. Yeah, I've never done it in an elevator. Have you, Brett?
No.
Yeah, that's a little weird. Yeah. I mean, I've done it in other places, but never in an elevator. That seemed a little risky to me. Like, unless I guess you could shut an elevator down and put it on pause. But I would never want to with an elevator. I hate elevators. Okay. Because I'm claustrophobic. So I'm trying to get in an elevator and out of it as fast as possible. And there's no amount of boobies and, whatever. They're going to make me stay in that elevator any longer than I need to. Period.
Oh, man.
Ever done it in a forest? Absolutely. Done it in a forest at least 3 times. Thank you, Heather, for introducing me to camping.
I was gonna say, did she feel comfortable in this situation?
Yes, she did. She introduced me to that.
There's nobody around for miles.
And
nobody's gonna hear you scream.
That's not necessarily all true because we were on a hiking trip, right? So there was a trail, and I think we went like 50 yards off. That's it. But it was kind of like 50 yards off and down a hill. So we're like, yeah, we should be safe here.
Yeah.
That was when I was
back in the 70s, they all had forests.
I would have been 19 and she would have been 22. Yeah, Heather. She's a gem. She taught me all about life as a youngster. I owe her a lot. She also introduced me to the Pixies, Pavement, Sebado, Nirvana.
She also had a Deep Throat website, if I recall correctly.
No.
Heather Deep Throat? I think it's
no.
Yeah.
No, not
That's
that
legit.
Heather.
Oh, not that Heather? Okay.
Nope. No, and it was not Heather that took my flower. That goes to a girl named Jessica. When I had just turned 16 and she was 18. She was a senior. I was a sophomore or something like that, I think. Sophomore. In Carlisle High School. So I was 17. She was 18.
She'd be labeled a statutory rape at this point if she did it today. But you know what? In all honesty, though, the 40s were a great time. You could get away with it, right, Eric?
You guys and your old man jokes. That was in 1987. 1987.
That's 4 years old.
I mean, now kids don't lose their virginity until they're like 40.
No, kids these days don't actually lose their virginity. There's a whole thing going about that.
No shit. I know. Tell me about it. I've heard.
Derek, that just means more ladies for Derek, right?
Derek was at it like before condoms were invented. Dude, condoms have been used since like
he used sheep's intestines, right?
Sheepskin, yes, sheep's intestines.
like sheep's wool?
And I couldn't use the lube. They didn't have that back then. Just good old fashioned spit. All right. Hey, Jack, it's okay if you haven't lost your virginity. It's not a huge deal.
Oh.
It'll happen at some point. Just stay active. Just stay active. That's all I'm saying. All great bands, says Furnace. Yes, all the bands I just mentioned are great. And Heather introduced me to all those. And actually, I lived with her for 2 years at IU when I first went to Indiana University. We lived together. We broke up. I went out with a bunch of other chicks. We got back together. She moved to Seattle to get her master's and her doctorate. Then she moved back to Indianapolis to capture me and take me back to Seattle with her. But at that point, I already had a job teaching, and I had other girlfriends. So there you go.
It happens.
But Heather was a beauty. There's no doubt about that.
Hey, keyboard, it's been a minute and a half since I've seen you in the chat.
Need to get you TV so I can watch you guys and tack at the same time. I heard they were saying some stuff about us.
Yeah, I mean, keyboard, you can just watch one of us on YouTube and one of us on Twitter. Although I don't think they simulcast, so you probably have to watch us on Twitter.
I think that's called, if you're watching both of us at the same time, it's called being DP'd.
It's a foursome.
So you were guided by Heather's voices. No, I was guided by her music collection, which was gigantic. She had every CD on the planet, right?
These days, huh?
Listen, I remember listening to the first Smashing Pumpkins album. She had guided by voices.
This is like an 80. You said it's like 87. You mentioned CDs. This would have been the cassette or record time period for you.
No, CDs.
What?
No, not 87. That was Jessica. That was Jessica Drum. That was high school. Heather was college.
Oh, okay. Fair enough then.
Yeah, that was CDs. Yeah, you're right. Prior to that, Jessica. Oh, shit, I said her last name. Fuck. I'm such an idiot. Yes, I.
Jessica. No, I think you did Jessica CDs. Is her last name CDs?
No, but I did say her last name on accident.
That's when you're supposed to say yes, but I shouldn't have said it. Come on.
No, I shouldn't have said it. I'm an idiot. At least I haven't said Heather's last name.
I haven't seen anybody put it in the chat, Derek, so I don't think you said it.
And by the way, Heather and I have been best friends and have stayed in touch from the ages of 18 all the way to current. In fact, she came and visited me last February.
Visited. I heard that. That's right.
Well, we did that.
Your air quotes in there, Derek.
And we went on an architectural tour. It was awesome.
Yeah.
We both love architecture. So we went to Indianapolis.
Checked out her tombs, right?
We went to Indianapolis and went to all the old, mansions and old architecture.
Architecture, I went with tombs. That's all I could go with for the innuendo. I couldn't think of a single other architectural thing. Let's see.
Like Placata. Nobody cares. Right. Well, whatever, dude. Like, the game's over. We're just talking. We're having fun. I'm sorry it must be really fun at parties. Thinking Placata is just like one of those guys you got to have at a party because you're talking about shooting the shit. And he's like, hey, dude, nobody cares, man. Nobody cares about architecture, dummy.
I think maybe he was saying nobody cares that you said her last name.
Well, yeah, I just don't want to get it.
Jessica CDs, guys. Look her up, Jessica CDs.
I just don't like putting people's last names out there.
That's fair. I agree. I mean, I'm not a big fan of as far as.
I wouldn't know how to find her anyhow. I'm sure she's married and has children, and her last name's different.
Derek, she's your age. She's probably on Facebook.
She's 2 years older than me.
Yeah, then she's not on Facebook. You're right.
She's a year and a half older than me or whatever. All right, so we're all waiting for the next match. My program, it says, has concluded. We do appreciate all of you joining us tonight.
Yeah, appreciate that.
It was, not what any of us were looking for. I get it. That's disappointing. But now we got to go win, right? We got to go win the next game.
Yep.
No way around it. It's win or be out, because I don't think a tie is going to get us through.
No, it won't. Absolutely will not.
So mathematically, that's just not going to happen unless something freakish happens, which is not going to happen. Uruguay are going to smash Bolivia.
Yep.
Let's be really honest. So, excuse me. No. Panama are going to beat Bolivia. So we, in turn, need to beat Uruguay.
True.
And won't it be weird if that's all going to come down to goal difference, right?
Yep.
Between Panama, us, and Uruguay. So, I mean, what if Panama just rips it up and scores like 5-0 against Bolivia, who, by the way, if they lose tonight, have nothing to play for Bolivia. Mm-hmm. So they'll probably play like their
country pride, Derek. Country pride.
They don't care. They're going to play their youngsters. That's what they're going to end up doing. And if that's the case, Bolivia could hand this over to Panama by losing 5-0. Even if we beat Uruguay like 1-0, right? We could still lose the group. Technically.
Yeah, goal differential can suck.
Yep.
We're at +1, they're -1. So there's a little bit of turnover there.
So keep your fingers crossed. And by the way, I'm just saying it one more time. Greg gets group. No guarantee Betty Crocker is firing him or throwing Greg, out of the kitchen. Okay? He's still going to invite Greg over, I think, to mix the batter and make the muffins. So unfortunately, that's what we're all going to have to deal with. All right, we'll be back on when are we back? What's the next game?
When's the next game?
I don't know. It's not this weekend, is it?
I'll look it up real quick.
Let's look it up real quick.
I got to take a piss, man, but I'll look it up real quick.
Yeah.
It's on July 1st. July 1st is going to be on Monday. Look at that.
All right, that's perfect. So we'll
9
be
p.m.
back.
So it's gonna be a late show for us, guys.
Oh, perfect. So we will be here at 8:45, right?
We could be 8:15 and just do our normal show, I guess.
I mean, we could, but then we'll be
playing
up
it
here.
out, guys. Don't worry. Monday, Uruguay, live here.
We will be back here. I'm going to go find out what the hell Pete and Tact were busting on us about and text them.
Yeah.
I'm going to find out what are those motherfuckers saying. I think they're kidding around. So cheers to all of you. Make sure you like, subscribe, share it with your grandma, and we will see you Monday for USA versus Uruguay. Until then, good night.
That hurt.
And to me, it's nauseating. It's absolutely nauseating because
Multiple mental health clinicians